you want to do your intro music.
Do you know what? I don't even have like a theme tune. That is go.
So Nicky. So Nicky. So Nicky.
I love that though. I
Nicky,
love
stop.
that. I actually love. Don't guess me.
Yes, not. I'm the most serious person in the world.
Oh, same. No, maybe add an extra unserious and that's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
The most unserious. Like, I'm serious with so much unseriousness, I can't even like.
Do you know what? Yeah, I need to check what episode this is.
So Nicky. So Nicky. So. Look, I'm giving you that.
The
little kid, yeah, like
this.
So Nicky.
Hold on, let's see. Hold on. I forgot what episode you're on. This is, oh God. What episode are we on? I need to change the graphics.
Guys, please do not judge me. I did not get my nails done. It was poor organization on my part. I usually have a beautiful set of nails.
This is your camera.
This is, which one? This one.
This one. Mm-hmm.
Guys, please do not judge me today. I did not get my nails done. I usually have a beautiful set of nails.
Bring your mic up just a little bit, just in case, because he says something about
Bring the mic up, yeah?
Bring it back up just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
So there. It's really good to be with an, talkative. You know, when we're in school and they were like, talking, what will you ever achieve? This is what you will do.
You know what? Yeah, because they used to say things like, I always be like a politician because I always wanted to talk.
Honestly, my teacher in Ghana was like, you're going to be the first female president of Ghana. Honestly. I still stand on that.
You still could be. Listen, you still could be.
Honestly, she was
Why
like,
not?
So my teachers used to love me. The kids hated me though. I was just fucking loud.
A school was not a good experience for me. I tried to block out school. Like you see, earlier on I was telling you that I started a new job not too long ago. Literally, this is a job that I've literally worked so hard to get. So I'm just like, keep my head down. I'm doing the same focus as what I did, keep my head down, whatever. And imagine, I'm sitting in the building one day, I see a girl that went to my school.
Oh, Lord.
But she was nice. Like, I never had too much interaction with her. She was in the year above me, but she's really cool though. Like, she's even made time to come and chit chat with me in the office and that, which I actually really do appreciate because I said stuff about the office earlier on, but
you had friends. Like, okay, so for me, I had two versions of school. Mm-hmm. So I went to school in Ghana, like proper Ghana. I went to school in Ghana, like a young kid in Ghana, growing up in Ghana, and school was treacherous. It was.
In what way?
So so to start with, we were a little bit misplaced. So I started. Okay, so this didn't help. Mm-hmm. Growing up, I had so much trauma. I don't want to get into it, but literally my hair would not grow.
Okay.
So I went to my first day at like primary 1 or whatever they used to call it, class 1. And I guess here would probably be year 1.
Okay.
I went bald, like a fucking, like Maltese ahead. And literally that's what they called me. So some kids would be like...
Why?
But now thinking about it, with my cute little face and a bald head, I must have been like...
I can't, like, if you rocked like a pixie or like a buzz cut, like an Amber Rose, like, you look stunning. And
I had a nice head.
You have a gorgeous face as well.
Thank you,
like,
Nicky.
if you had that...
By those days, it wasn't... you know? And in Ghana, like that, I remember they used to call me Skinny Gogo, which meant Skinny Gogo. So Gogo means worm in tree. So Skinny Gogo...
I'm today years old. Listen, tree is my first language. I'm today years old. I learned what worm meant in tree.
Gogome.
I didn't know.
Gogome. And it like winds itself. Yeah. And there's a lot of gogomes in Ghana. So like, as kids, we play with worms and all of that. But that's why I mean, like, this is what I mean about school. Everyone at some point is going to get it in some shape or form.
No, I hated it at school.
No, but Nicky, people need to experience that. Nicky, life is not sweet. Life is not easy. Like I say, if you join a company and I do fucking amazing at my job. I'm fucking incredible.
Love that.
But I have been through the fire a little bit. I've had to refine myself.
And I think you have to go. Yes. You have to go through that. Like, if you don't go through that, then
girl,
trust me, you ain't learned shit.
A couple of times.
Oh, have you?
Oh, Nicky. Oh, Nicky. Oh, Nicky. Like, I've taken an employment tribunal before. It was a Korean company. I'm not even allowed to say their name. I think legally I'm not allowed to say their name, but I joined.
It got like that.
Like, it was that bad. It was straight out. And the thing is, they were paying me so well. Oh, the days of, being a postgraduate.
What was your job?
So I was an engineering graduate. So as a graduate, basically, this is a problem. Guys, if you're a graduate, stop taking jobs that do not have a job title. It is a lie. They are using it to use you for everything.
When it has your professional, your professionalism. So basically, engineering graduate. So that's not really a job title.
It's
do you get what I mean?
But
they
Nicky,
advertise
what does that mean?
it.
What does it mean? If you're a graduate, what does it mean?
I've left uni. That's what it means. I've left uni.
So they take the MIC graduate as a title. If someone gives you a job that doesn't define exactly what your roles and responsibilities, you can be making tea for people, but you don't have a right to be because it's just you're a graduate. You're the graduate. You're here to get trained. So I took on one of these jobs, and honestly, it was a really well paid job. It was an engineering job. I just finished an engineering degree, so I'm like, oh my God, to get an engineering job, and I was living in Sheffield in the north. Everything's cheap, literally everything. It's
Where did you get your degree?
In Sheffield.
Okay.
So, to get a degree in the field you worked in, to get a job in the field you got your degree in, is just like magical, right? So that's miraculous.
That's how I felt when I got my undergrad. That's how I felt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, and then to get it in that environment as well, to get in that location. So a lot of people have to move to Bahrain, places like Iraq or something, because it's oil, oil companies and all of that tend to look for engineering graduates. So I was really, really privileged. But it was a Korean company. And the title was just graduate, graduate engineering. So it's just basically there's no real definition to my roles and responsibility. They just chuck everything at you.
Right.
And as a graduate, you really need to understand okay, what's the job progression in this? Where am I going with this? What skill set am I trying to build in this role? And what are you trying to get out of me, and what are you trying to build me into? It was just no, you are just the graduate, so anything goes. And needless to say, it didn't end well. So I think I did I did probably 8 months or 9 months, and I was just this isn't quite fair. Yeah. You're not, and it had very Korean culture. And again, I don't know what Korean culture is today, but in those times, literally, apparently, they were pissed off because I would go to Bible studies, at 5:30, I would go to Bible studies, and they were you're not supposed to leave the office before your boss leaves. So if your boss doesn't leave till 9, it's very disrespectful in Korean culture that your boss. So your guy is at the office, but you. Do
you know what? You know something like that. Yeah, very completely off jobs and stuff. But then I was listening. There's a podcast that I listen to. It's called "Help I Sexted My Boss." This is not an ad, and I love this podcast because it's just. It's just a funny podcast. If you have that sense of humor, it's a funny podcast. But anyway, they do these sort of these fun facts and stuff. Yeah. And they were talking about so you see, if you're in the royal family, unless if the queen or king has gone to bed, you can't go to bed.
That's it. That's what I mean. So that's the culture. So it's just I thought I'm here to work, and these are my I had guidance around these are my hours, etc. But there were so many things that were pissing them off about me. If I take a phone call or if I take a break, I'm not supposed to take my full hour. You have to show that you're motivated. And
do you know what I don't like? You see in work
off.
Culture, people who look at you, because with me, I can't lie, I'm a little too glued to my phone.
Yeah.
So even in the office that I work in now, sometimes I feel right, I've been on my phone too much.
Yeah.
Let me put it down. But it's sometimes you pick up your phone, the person who's not even the boss, they'll be looking at you oh, why are you on your phone? I'm shut up, leave me alone.
That's the thing.
I'm sorry, but leave me alone. It's not your business.
I think people need to be clear as to what the expectations are, because I always say people who smoke are allowed to go for a cigarette break, right? So if I'm taking the phone because I have certain priorities or people that I need to get back to in the day, why am I then being micromanaged?
Hold on. But first of all, my outside life ain't your business. You're my colleagues.
True.
The other day, I just feel certain people, when you're getting to know a new bunch of people, I'm getting to know a new bunch of colleagues, whatever, yeah. Then there was one person in particular, right? So imagine there was a bunch of us in the kitchen at work. The kitchen is very small. Yeah. So I'm coming out to let people in, and someone is saying something to me, but then this other person B, I'll call them, person B tried to make a joke aimed at me. Bear in mind, I don't talk to you like that. I don't know you like that. but then it was a very odd joke. So, and you know, some people are proper like jobs worth.
Yeah.
So they'll proper watch like, oh, like she left early today. Oh, they're in the office a bit late. Like, mind your business. I'm a very big advocate on mind your motherfucking business. Says the person that has a podcast, but hey, you know.
But it's work. So again, if we're in the confines of the workspace and these are my requirements and this is what I've signed up to and you've signed me up to, this is it. This is the scope.
So this is what this person did. So imagine I'm coming out, someone's talking to me. I know I'm consciously minding out of the way so that other people could come in. Someone's saying something to me. And then this person B went, oh, well, she always leaves at 4:30 anyway, and laughed. And then I tapped my head and then they were looking at me and I went, they were laughing when they were looking at me. Like the person proper laughed. They even slapped my back like we're friends like that. And then I went, huh? I was like, I'm sorry, was that aimed at me? And then he went, oh, I'm just joking. And my face was like this. Yeah, and I'm always down for a joke. Yeah. I'm always down for a kiki. But first of all, I barely speak to you.
Isn't
I say
there an
good
African
morning.
proverb that says when we're joking is when the truth comes out, or something like that?
So if that's what you think of me, my friend, think that of me. Think it of me. Because you know some people, like, they'll be your proximity. They act like they don't know what you do outside of the office four walls, but then really and truly they be preying you. So yeah, watch me. Anyway.
So that's the thing. I think like with respect to like those type of jobs, exactly, when you're in certain positions, thank God we have moved on from those days. But the point is, being in that role, this really abstract role title, like really generically like graduate, just it was a free for all, like anything goes, right? You can be anything tomorrow, you can be anything the next day.
And that's not cool, because I really believe that wherever you work, a lot of jobs have pressures, especially when like you're somewhere where you're trying to move up. Like you might have, as you move up, you get more responsibility. Like that's a fact of life, right? But then I just feel like you need to be comfortable wherever it is that you work, with the people, with the role. And like, I love them where I work. I really do adore my manager, like, because she really comes, like, she's very aware of people's feelings, emotions. She knows that, listen, we have X, Y, and Z to do, but she'll always be like, are you comfortable with this? Like, are you all right? She'll be like, listen, I'll get through this bit and just come and have a chat with me tomorrow. I want to know how you... Like, she's just
that's a blessing,
person,
because a lot of the time, women have just really not got the best reputation when it comes to management. I have had, let me be real, I've had like 2 really incredible female... I would say directors that I reported to that were incredible. And they were just amazing. Tabitha, I would say Tabitha and... Nessa, and but I think as well the difference between them and other women, where they were very solid where they were. Okay, so they did not feel that threat. You know, I think when people have evolved to a certain level in the career, they know, you know, they're a place where they are solidified, and also because they are genuinely working. A lot of the time, the problem is, you know. I'll just give you this thing, right? Recently I had, so I'm a consultant and I work in cybersecurity tech. So like, we'll talk about that later.
Black woman in tech.
So I'm in tech, I'm in cybersecurity, and I'm pretty senior as well. I've earned my stripes, right? Like I said before, I've been fired from a job or 2. I've really worked my time in London. I've really navigated the different arenas. But essentially, I think recently I was on a meeting, right? And this lady in the meeting that, in fact, to start with, I did not invite her to the meeting. So this is another thing. Can we normalize being invited? Like, as in...
Who sent you the team's invite?
Who sent you the invite?
Who sent you the team's invite?
It not be me. It not be me. Like, I don't know you, madam.
Because on Teams, you come up as external.
As in, madam, I don't know you. Like, somebody invited you to my meeting. And also, can we normalize you telling people when you've invited other people to their meeting, like, oh, I thought so and so would be valuable for this, that, so that I can get an opportunity to respond on that before the meeting. So the woman and apparently she was super duper senior. And she came with her RRF, and I say RRF. RRF for me is racism resting face. Guys, put that in your vocabulary. RRF, racism resting face.
That is the name of this episode.
Yes.
SoNicky Podcast featuring Effs.
Yeah. RRF, racism resting face. It's just that face. No, but Nicky, you know, we sniff them out all the time. You just know she has not got time to be listening to a black person. It is the, I haven't got time for a black person today.
That's like, you see, before we started rolling, the story I was telling you about.
That's what I mean.
That was.
That's it.
Because
I haven't got time for a black person
where I worked
today.
at the time, yeah, like, I listen, where this place where I used to work, they're the people that made me serious about my career in that field.
Yeah.
Like, having black women who are very serious about the job, because I'm not even being funny, especially in the field that I work in, you have a lot of black people, they don't care about the job, they just got the title because they're just getting the money.
True, because they're people, and there's a lot of different types of people in every race, right? Yeah.
But then where I worked, I was very blessed to have 2 black women who were my seniors, who were very passionate about their jobs, and they led me down the right path. And then what I enjoyed about that is just seeing them use their power in the right way. There's a lot of people that you abuse their power, but then these women, shout out to Sharon and TT. I always talk about TT. If you've heard any other shows that I've done, even when I was on the Your Aunties Could Never podcast, I spoke about TT. This woman, you see TT, that woman, I will always have like just a debt of gratitude to her, because she just always supported me in the right ways. You need to have those people. So imagine you have women like her, and then you have like these little baby Karens who have been in the
baby
same...
Karens.
They've worked in the same position for 20 years, but you never wanted to progress. The black people, they came to progress, but you have an issue with them progressing and actually being active in their roles. It's so weird to me.
So that's what I mean. So for me, the racism resting face is like, I can always tell on a meeting. No, and always, I am always proven right. So like, in fact, there was another company I work for. I don't want to say the name. It's a government. It's a government institute, like a government division. And basically, during the meeting, the woman's tone, the lady's tone, right? And you know, I'm even calling her a lady. Her tone, it was very like once I even tried to open my mouth, she would pounce. Like, you know, she'd be like, well, it's been very chaotic. Like, the lady would not let me get a word in. Like, I was just literally saying, so at one point I said, okay, I am sincerely, I'm recognizant of what's happened. And I'm sincerely sorry that this is the way it transpires. Can I please articulate my perspective of the account, like what's happened and where we've gone wrong and where I feel we can look at particular points to resolve, you know? And this is the thing, you know, when you have to start like breaking your English down, like, you know, when you have to start speaking English like you're an English teacher speaking to children, that's the thing. So when that energy has to come out, because these people will not let you get a word in.
I don't know if you ever read these books in school, but then in school you see those books to show your level of reading. Biff, Chip and Kipper. Do you remember those books?
Oh my days! Biff. They still exist, honey.
They still have them, don't they? I need to find one.
But that's literally what you have to do. Yeah. You have to start, because God forbid you are seen as the aggressive black woman. Because all you want to be like is go across the time. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You know, that's literally what you want to do. You want to be like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
You want to be so classy about it. Like, I remember writing to one of my service leads about what I was saying before we came on about experiencing racism. And then again, my service lead was another black woman. I remember her sending me an email back saying, she was like, I read your email with such sadness, and even made me sad because, and then what was sad to me was the reaction of the black people that I was telling that, listen, I'm experiencing racism now as I'm working here and I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't even want to come to work at this point. Yeah. That's how I felt. And then a lot of their reactions were sad to me because it was like, oh, just leave them, or just do you know what? They've experienced it for so long.
They're so, that they've become it's so normalized.
Like, it's so numb. And they're like, oh, they're just like that. Just like what? Oh, listen, guys.
I think also that it's this, the thing is, you just have to decide what you want out of. I think this is the thing. When you're a black woman or person, you know, especially when you're in the younger side of things, and you decide that you want to be successful in the corporate arena in this country, you have to look around you, and there are things you will just have to accept. There are things
it's sad. It's so sad.
There are things you just have to accept. You have to accept this is the environment with which I am presented with, right? And I want to excel. So I'm just going to have to take it on the chin. 50% of the time, people are gonna come at me with shit like, I can't, listen, Nicky, my name is the simplest motherfucking name you could find in the African names dictionary, people will still say things like, how do you pronounce your name again? How the fuck do you think?
People call me Nicola in emails. Those of you that follow me on Instagram, I constantly post my emails. Nicola, what do you not want from me? Do you want me to change my name?
But honestly, like, what? But can I just? How else can EFIA be pronounced? Like, you people did now your language be. Now your language be this. Now your language be this. Elephant. Is it not you people? Cocomelon.
Do you know what that reminds me? I used to teach preschoolers. That it made, like, there was this song that we used to play like every afternoon. Eggs in the pan. Eggs in the pan.
No, but it's your language, babe. Like, it's not like we've written it the tree way. Like, it's your language.
Literally your
language.
How
else can it be pronounced? Like,
oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
How else is F pronounced? Like, Nicky, please, honestly, like, sometimes when they ask these questions, I'm like, is it because as soon as you see me, you just imagine like coming to America, the exotic dance routine? Like, okay, what do you...
Really, no, but like,
how else can EFIA be pronounced? Like, how... Please,
but then there's so, like, it's just, you know what? Stop the foolishness.
No, but how else can it be foolishness? I can understand if my name was Olajibowale. Okay, I can even understand, even though actually that is also very simple when we use English phonics.
I remember when
I
used to work somewhere else.
That's the only two ways to pronounce O.
There was a volunteer that I used to work with, right? Her name was Eniola. Eniola.
How else can you pronounce it?
Africans were Eniola, but you know, of course, more British accent is Eniola.
But how else can you pronounce it?
There was a lady that used to work with us here. White British woman, she used to call her Enola, and I kept correcting her. I said, listen, her name's not Enola, her name is Eniola or Eniola. I'll call her Eniola, but you say Eniola.
But you have Enid Blyton.
Do you know what she said, Effs?
Yeah.
She said, oh, can I just not call her Enola? And one day, I literally went to her, no, you can't. I said it like that. I went, no, you can't. Don't take the piss. Her name is Eniola.
Can I just tell you, Siobhan is spelled Siobhan.
But you look can
But you can find a way.
If I throw this drink. Anyway, let me do the intro. That's it. I'm done. Let me do the intro.
But you found a way.
You found a way to pronounce it. And it's not even a typical UK Irish name.
You found a way. But you're asking me now, EFIA.
You take the fucking piss.
How else can it be pronounced? So honestly, sometimes I'm just like, I'll do this like really like dumb African girl thing. How do you think it sounds? How do you think it sounds? Like, no, but I'm honest. Look, I'm not even attributing this to racism. I'm just attributing it to you.
I would.
You are trying to be a lazy ass motherfucker.
You're trying me. And you're
How
trying
else can
me.
E be pronounced?
And you are trying me.
It's your language. You said it's E is for egg, isn't it? E is for elephant. E is for what else? Now your language be this.
E for echo. For
F is for what? F is for father. F is fat. F is for what?
Fuck.
Foolish.
Anyway.
Fuck. Foolish idiot. Oyibo man telling me to stress myself. But literally that's the thing. So I think when you decide that you want to, this is the thing, black people, right? Let's be real. We make decisions. Our parents came here because they felt their backs were up against the wall. They emigrated because they wanted to make a better fortune, etc. We are at a point as younger, the young generation, born of this country, etc., where we do have more of a choice than our parents. So unfortunately, it's not to justify all the shit that we've got to go through, but once you accept that this is the country you want to make your home in, there's a lot of shit that goes with that, with respect to the accepting.
Facts.
So,
facts.
Don't come and tell me, British Empire, this is, no.
British what? Don't even bring that, I don't even want to hear that shit. No. I don't want to hear it.
This is their country. You have come to their country. Don't let the Home Office fool you. You people, let me tell you something. The Home Office have got you people wild. You are feeling like you are Kate Middleton's stepsister. You are not.
Stepsister.
You are not Kate Middleton's stepsister.
You said step.
That red passport, or is it now navy blue? It's making some of you feel. It's making. Go and speak to that girl. Go and speak to that girl. What's her name? Is that one that decided to go to Syria? What's her name? What's her name again?
Who? Shamima Baker.
Go and ask her.
Let's not even do that because I got mixed.
Go and ask her.
Guys, Welcome back to SoNicky Podcast, guys. Guys, I'm so happy to be back. I was going to do a huge reset on this podcast, but I decided I'm not going to do that. So, guys, welcome to, I believe this is episode 19.
Wow, that's a big one.
Hold on, can I just double check? Let me not give the people stupid info now, because I was going to do a huge reset on this podcast. I've been on hiatus for a very long time. But do you know what, guys? Life happens. Things in life happen. And
give yourself some grace.
And that's what you need to do. You need to give yourself... Oh, sorry, my phone is about to make... Oh, God, okay. Guys...
But Nicky, I have to say the hair is always given.
Oh,
Can we give it up for Nicky's hair? It's like
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You know the respect I have, because I used to have short hair in uni. Mm-hmm. And if you know, like, number one, you can't just use any old curling tongue, right?
No, you got to use the little pencil tongue.
You need the tiny one. So you need to go out of your way to find that tiny one that's really, really good.
Yeah.
And you really do have to sit there bumping the little curls. And you people you see someone turning up looking like Tony Braxton's sister, and you do not understand what has gone into
what the
it.
hell? Listen, it takes time, but thank you so much. But guys, like I said, thank you so much. Welcome back to SoNicky Podcast, and it's a big welcome back. I just double checked, guys. This is episode... I just checked and I can't remember. This is episode 19 of SoNicky Podcast. Guys, I'm back and I'm not even going anywhere, because life really does get you. Like, the show's been through some changes. So if you go on the Instagram page, please follow the SoNicky Podcast Instagram page, guys. SoNicky Podcast on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. SoNicky. Follow me on Instagram. SoNicky _. So when I said I'm coming back with a bang. And guys, as you can see, Effs, I don't know if you've taken the time to go on my YouTube. That really needs help. So guys, also my YouTube channel is SoNicky _. Please subscribe. Please subscribe, because that channel, we need help, guys, because I'm not letting this go. We need help. We were filming in a studio where I was recording off my phone, but guys, as you can see, I have a new home.
We've got panels,
and we fancy.
We've got panels.
The camera quality is clear. The mic is micing. I don't have my laptop.
The hair is herring,
and I don't have my laptop in front of me. We have space. We've got some tiny little bits of branding.
Some branding,
you know. But yeah, we're back, and that's it, period. Anyway, guys, when I said I'll come back, I wanted to pick my first guest coming back. I have met so many people along the line. So many people have spoken like, oh yeah, let's do something, whatever. I will eventually have those people on. But I wanted somebody who I could see puts in the work, first of all. Somebody, of course, we need someone who's pretty and beautiful to look at. Of course, duh. But then when I met this girl 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's about 2-3 months down.
2-3 months ago, she was on the stage at Ghana Independence. She was opening for Kwame Eugene at Clapham Grand.
Ooh, shout out to Kwame Eugene.
And I was hosting at Clapham Grand. And then I said, I know I need to link up with this girl very soon. I never said anything, but I said, we will leave it there. And she's here today. 100k. First of all, congratulations on your over 100k subscribers on YouTube.
Thank you so much.
She is doing so many bits. She performed with MEDIKAL. Those from you from the Ghanaian community, you know MEDIKAL at Indigo O2 very recently. And guys, big warm welcome to these beautiful babes, this Ghanaian queen. Effs in the building.
SoNicky.
And she's going to sing my new theme tune.
SoNicky. SoNicky. Nicky, I have to say, like,
You're so
me,
funny.
I just love, like, to start with, I love your face, I love your hair, I love your look.
Thank you.
You are giving me, like, what is the three girls they used to sing? What was the name? The three girls with a gorgeous short hair back in the 90s.
Was it Eternal?
Not Eternal. Not British.
They had long hair.
They were Black American.
702.
Not 702.
Brownstone.
Not Brownstone. They did a song with LL Cool J.
Oh, I won't know. Oh, now I'm just going to be stuck
You know
here
the ones I mean. You know the ones, and then it was
Total.
like a blue back. That's it!
Okay. Oh, I got it! Do you know what? I was going to get upset, because I get upset over stuff like that.
Total.
Because I'll be driving, I'm like,
Who are you
talking about? And then when I'm at home in bed, then I'm like, that's what she said.
Because the 90s, I don't know, but there was a thing where black women were celebrated. We didn't realize it then. I don't think we realized what the 90s were for black women.
Because here's the thing, when you say that, and I have a very quick flashbacks, I have like a Rolodex of flashbacks in my mind. Black women were really doing up black women. They don't care if their hair was short. They don't care if they were rocking the natural hair. They don't care if they shaved one side.
They had light skin, dark skin, brown skin, medium skin. You know, it was the variety of black beauty.
Look at Eternal, Escape.
That's what I mean.
702.
That's what
Total.
I mean.
They were
That's
black,
what I mean.
dark-skinned women.
Why are these type of
Brandy,
people today?
Like, what was this rapper? Yo, like women like them.
Janae. Do you remember Janae? Missy Elliott.
Like, dark-skinned women who killed, being in the industry and
being stunning, succeeding in the industry at a very difficult time. And like being super successful. Aaliyah, like those were some days.
They were able to do that. But guys, firstly, we're gonna go back. So those of you, you know, when my audience was a little bit smaller, those of you that know this show, we're gonna start the show with a toast. Even though we've been drinking already, right? So we start off with this toast, and it is a toast to life,
a toast to life,
a toast to love. And to everything that is so Nicky.
Can I also say a toast to giving yourself some grace, because you are a human. I just want to talk about giving yourself, ourselves some grace. Grace means allowing yourself to be human. Allowing yourself to be exhausted. Allowing yourself to take time off without the need for continuously having to re-explain this and why, you know. You took some time off, that's it. You're human.
It was a long time, but then, and of course, luckily I was able to do other things in the field as well. So,
but even if you weren't able to, that is okay.
And the thing is, I needed it, because if I didn't have that time, I wouldn't realize that I need to do this. I want to do this, because nobody forced me.
And Nicky, by the way, like someone said to me once, like, wow, Effs, the way you put yourself out there, you know, you don't understand what it takes. It takes a lot of courage in a very treacherous, you know, woman kind of like black woman hating world, to put yourself out there with your big mouth and all of that, right? So again, like, applaud yourself and give yourself some grace.
And you know what? Because so many things have happened, like, I feel like, especially as a black person, I think this happens more with black people, and I don't really know why, but I know this happens more to black people. When you want to do something that's very out there, you want to sing, you want to dance, you want to rap, podcaster, you want to be a director. Listen, when I say the people who you count on to support you, like your friends, family, whoever, when they drop like flies, I've had friends literally hate me, like literally grew hatred for me because I do this. Like, I dropped out somebody, oh God, it's been almost a year now since I dropped them out because you're talking shit about me podcasting. Are you crazy?
Can I just tell you something? Nicky, this is the truth. It's harsh and it's not something we're comfortable to accept. Girl, they were never your friends.
They went, nah.
They were never your friends.
Here's the thing, because you know you mask a lot of things for your friends. And I'm like, so this is why I used to do this. This is why I used to do that. Because here's the thing, you're not even just not my friend. You ain't nobody's friend.
That is it.
You ain't got loyalties to nobody.
That is it.
And you see me, I'm a very loyal person. Like, you see me when I fuck with you, you don't even have to be my friend. Like, if I really like you, let's say someone's talking about you, I'll be like, allow it. I'll be like, don't do that, because you wouldn't do that if they were here. Like, I'm that person.
That is it.
So
to start with, the thing is, we need to start understanding and recognizing human personality and human character. And sometimes we are with people, like, for example, there are a lot of people who are friends with people just because they went to the same school. But if you take away the school,
what else do we
have? There's nothing that you have.
Nothing in fucking common.
And that's the thing. They don't really have your back or you have theirs. It's just that you went to the same school. Do you know? It's like being friends with someone from the same postcode. It is that ludicrous.
Listen, it's true, because here's the thing. I was listening to 3 Shots of Tequila. I love 3 Shots of Tequila. Shout out to them. I love the guys so much. I heard Marvin say that one of the things that he hates about women, well, not he hates about women, but he says, you see when girls are in a rave and they go to a toilet and become all friends all of a sudden. Like, and that is so true. And then I feel like, I don't know about you, but when you're in this space, especially being a creative, being in entertainment, where everyone thinks all of a sudden, because you're in front of a camera, you're posting certain things on your socials, they think you've unlocked a different level of lifestyle when that's not what it is. And people want to be friends with you because of that. And I find that weird because I feel like somebody tried to do that to me recently, really cozy up to me very quickly.
Yeah.
When I didn't really have like time to engage, I would say.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I don't hear from you.
But it's funny because someone said to me, so one of my directors actually started following me on Instagram. I don't know why. But he said to me, oh, you know, and obviously now that you stopped work, like, no, wait, why would I stop work? This is when I need work the most. Who do you think is paying for all this? Nigo, I am not signed to Sony Music Publishing or whatever.
Hold on, it's not even about that. Sometimes, how about some people just love all the things that they do? Because that's like
True.
me. Like my job that I go to, here's the thing. I can go to any job. I can go pick up a retail job. I can go do a delivery job.
That is true.
You can do things to make money.
That
but
is
then
true.
I promise myself I'm not going to do anything that's not contributing to my future.
My holistic
and I
future.
feel very blessed that I can juggle 2 careers. Yes, one can be more stressful than the other. They can both be quite stressful at the same time, to be honest with you. But guess what? At the end of the day, it's a choice. I went uni. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
spot on.
to be in that field.
And also when you have invested. So for me, it's like I have so many certifications that I pay like probably like $6,000 a year to maintain. Being in cyber tech. Yeah, because you need to, number one, you have to recertify. So because you work with certain clients and governments, etc., and you have to reprove yourself.
Wow, okay.
You have to recertify. You have to demonstrate things like CPEs, which is continuous professional educational credits, which is
your CPD.
Exactly. See, you guys call it CPDs.
Yeah.
So it's like to show and demonstrate you are still in the industry, you are still learning, you are still growing, knowledge base, etc. So once you've invested that much, you're not just gonna delete it out of your life unless the music can match it, right? Or match it or take over. So for me, it's like, well, no, exactly what you said. Why would I suddenly quit? And again, if I'm being honest, I'm fucking good at what I do. So why?
Hold on.
Honestly, like, why would I? Period.
On the fucking period.
Why would I quit it?
I do this shit.
Why would I stop?
I do this shit.
I'm a young black girl with over 13 years experience doing sort of cybersecurity, compliance, risk management. Why would I suddenly decide, oh no, I'm doing music, so just delete that part of my life?
And here's the thing, my other career, I work with families and predominantly young people. Young people are at the heart of what I do. I always thought of myself, let's say if one day someone came and said, Nicky, you see this podcast now, we're going to take it here. I will always do something for those young people. I will never grow certain relationships. I will go to certain trainings. Like, I've even paid to do certain trainings out of my own pocket.
That is what I mean.
I want to know more about certain things.
Because you're passionate, you care. I'm passionate, because you care about what you do.
When I did my postgrad, oh God, it's almost been a year since I finished my postgrad, right? I cried the day I got my results in front of my tutor because, listen, my final assessment was so difficult. I was so nervous. Not knowing yet, I came out as some of the top in the class. And me, listen, those of you that went to school with me know, I've never been the top of the class.
Can we hear it for Nicky, please? Can we hear for the front of Nicky and the back of Nicky? And
listen, I've never been the top of my class. But for me to get that, listen, it's even making me feel emotional now because
that is the thing.
I put work into it.
We are in a new era.
Yeah.
People do not have to just be one thing. Listen, if Beyonce is selling shampoo and conditioner,
if Rihanna is selling Fenty hair,
do you understand? I just feel like allow people to be the holistic version of themselves.
And I feel like we live in a very small-minded society. But then here's the thing now, if I told somebody right now I got a promotion in my 9-to-5 job, oh, well done, oh my God, congratulations. Guys, new SoNicky Podcast episode out.
Let me tell you something. So
that's the reaction.
I'm not going to mention any names, but
you can mention names. It's okay. It's a safe space.
When I send people a WhatsApp just saying, we've released a single. It's called "I Like That," and it's on YouTube,
guys. Which is out now, by the way.
It's out now, and honestly speaking, I didn't even ask you people to like go and subscribe or add me on Spotify. Yeah. I was just like, I'm just notifying you. Just like if I fucking won the lottery, you would be happy if I notified you because I'm your friend.
And ask you for money.
And honestly, I had a friend in Ghana who just said, yeah, I don't understand what that's all about. And I said, I don't understand what's confusing about it. I've done some music and I've released some music. Go listen or just don't listen, like whatever. And
guys,
it was becoming this thing where like, I don't understand like what is so complicated. Right now, if your manager told you, oh, here are some spreadsheets, you would use all parts of your brain to decipher and break down what you need to do in that spreadsheet to come to a point with an outcome. But your friend sends you a fucking, you know, like image and say, oh, guys, by the way, I've released a song. Please try and see if you get time to listen to it. Suddenly that's fucking...
Or even repost it.
Do you know what I mean?
But here's the thing. I feel like if you're my friend and you hear me bang on about this,
they were never your friends. They were never your friends.
No, but then here's the thing. Like, I don't need to ask you to repost my shit. I don't need to ask you. That's it. I don't need to ask you.
They were never your friends.
Guys.
They were never your friends.
Guys,
Stay with me.
I'm with Effs, singer, songwriter, who's been doing so many bits lately. So let's ask you some questions just to get to know you. So these are supposed to be quick fire questions, okay? So the first one is, who is your hero?
Oh, wow. Nicky.
That's a deep one to start for quick fire.
That's a deep question.
Yeah.
I really wish I would have said the typical answer, like my mom or my dad. I respect and love my mom and my dad. They've been through their own, you know, life experiences, and I absolutely appreciate everything that they've been able to do given their background and what they had.
Yeah.
So this is not to trivialize my mom and dad, okay? Yeah. When I give this answer. There's a lady called Anja Lovering. I can't spell her or pronounce her name because it's not in the English phonics again, okay? Okay. But she has a society called Land of Hope. Okay. And she's I believe she's from the Netherlands. Or no, she's Dutch anyway, from the Netherlands. And I'm a supporter of her charity called Land of Hope. She went to Nigeria and she went to do some maybe charity stuff. And she found this little child on the street who was like 2 years old and had been cast away because he'd been proclaimed a witch. Oh my God. And he was literally starving. His bones literally is showing through his body. Oh my God. She took him in and nursed him and cared for him. And from there, she realized there's a whole pandemic in Nigeria, not pandemic, epidemic of this issue where children are accused of being witches and cast out of homes, etc. And she started this home called Land of Hope. And I think she has over 100 people now. And she finds these children, or she gets notified of these children who've been abandoned. She takes them in, cares for them, takes them through school, takes them through therapy, etc. Their work she does is nothing short of miraculous. Land of Hope, Anja. She's been nominated for several awards, but for me, the compassion, the humanity that it takes. Yeah. Not only did she visit Nigeria, but she literally moved to Nigeria to afterwards. Help those people. So she's not just doing it from a distance. It was like, if I don't do it, who will do it? Who will do it? Yeah. Guys, if you're a Christian, you understand the story of Noah. Not Noah, Job. Not Job, sorry. This is where they're going to come for me. They're like, bitch, read your Bible. No. The one who got swallowed by a shark. Oh, I don't know that. And I go to church. The guy that got swallowed by a shark, Lord have mercy. I know his name, but I've forgotten his name. Guys, we're not heathens, we promise. I promise. I know his name. Like we just stuck. So basically, God commanded him, go and tell these people, like, you know, what they're doing is not great and everything. And he went and he's like, nah, fuck that. I'll pretend I'm going, but I'm not really going. Yeah. I've forgotten his name, but basically he got swallowed by a shark, and then God like allowed the shark to let him go and stuff. And then he recognized how important it is to do the job that God has purposed you to do. Everybody came to this life with a different purpose from God. I believe that's why we have different talents, because God doesn't give us the same talent. Otherwise, we would all have the same talents, right? Facts. So we have different purpose. And I believe Anja really found her purpose, and she's executing that purpose to such completion that I feel she's one of the few people that I can say categorically what I've seen on earth that she's done. I cannot imagine that there will be, if there's a heaven, the place called heaven, I cannot imagine she wouldn't be in it. Or one of the angels. No, seriously. The work she does is also not an easy work, because to see that level of abuse and stuff. So if I'm talking about heroes, I've always loved children. I relate to people who are abandoned. I relate to people who are alone, who have nobody, and who feel like literally they're alone on this earth. Oh my God. And the fact that somebody has taken their life that could have been easy life in in Netherlands have a nice. They don't even pay deposit for a house in Netherlands. Do you know if you want to buy a house, they don't pay deposit.
I didn't know that,
girl. They don't pay deposit.
To Netherlands.
I'm telling you, like they basically, if you have a job, they'll look at your job, how much your job pays you, and they'll give you a house based on that. You don't pay. There's no deposit. You don't have to stress yourself to build this deposit thing.
Glad we know that.
I'm telling you, like she could have sat there to live a very, very sweet, easy, simple life.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, this is a calling. This is
what I need to do.
Like, I cannot leave these kids. So shout out to Andrew. She is my hero.
That is amazing.
My other hero is obviously the countless names and numbers of African Americans who literally died for their people. People like Emmett Till, George Stinney. You know, the forgotten people, the remembered people. For me, I will always relate to African Americans because I feel like, they have a bad rep in some areas because, you know, stereotypes, etc. But we always forget, like, you cannot put people through that level of trauma and expect them to come out pristine. You cannot be treating people like animals and dogs and even less than animals. Actually, let's be real. Less than dogs because white people love dogs. White people love dogs. I will not lie to you. Let me say it again. White people love dogs more than they love people.
Job, I was gonna go to my next question.
No, I'm telling you straight. White people love dogs more than they love people. So if you take people through the level of trauma that African Americans have had to be taken through, for me, my heroes are those that have had to face. I went to Greece. Yes, I went to Greece. I sat in a restaurant and literally it was, I think where I sat, it was like, you're not supposed to smoke there. And then these people took out a cigarette and were trying to blow it in my face.
What?
And I was just like, I said to my partner, what? WTAFFFFFF.
What the fuck?
Like, honestly. And I was like, imagine the anger I'm feeling now. Imagine if you were living in 1940s America. No. You
couldn't be able to express that.
Nicky, like,
you would not be able to express that.
Do you understand? And that's why they are my heroes, because what they had to endure and still have a level of grace, still speak and articulate themselves with respect.
I really respect that, because if someone asks me who's my hero, I'll be like my dad.
That's what I mean, and that's why I said I wanted to preface it with I love my parents and I respect what my parents have had to do.
No, I would have said Beyonce on top. I'll be like, Beyonce's my hero because that woman, like. No matter what, she's coming in.
Nicky, I was never a Beyonce stan. I'm going to be real. Come for me.
What?
I did not give a damn about Beyonce.
Your last time you come on the show.
Let me tell you. Let me land.
The last time.
I did not, like, it's not like I didn't like Beyonce, but I didn't particularly love her. But let me tell you, being in this industry, and I look at her and I'm thinking, I watched one documentary where Jay-Z was on a bus or something and she and Destiny's Child were the way Jay-Z just carelessly was just like referring to her, I was like, Kai, is that Beyonce that you are talking to like that?
And then the Beyonce who's now. Sorry, listen.
So imagine what that girl...
We're going to come on to
imagine what that woman has had to endure.
To become the Beyonce, the Beyonce.
That is
when
my
I say
point.
the Beyonce, I mean THEE, the Beyonce.
Disrespect.
We're going to come on to the industry, but we'll move on to the next question. If you could live in any country, where would it be?
So I'm going to be real when I say this again. The most beautiful place I've ever been to in my life is Cape Town.
Okay.
But when I got on the plane to Cape Town, I looked around me. I was on British Airways. I said, yo, I know I'm on British Airways, but is this plane landing in Africa? Because I don't see no black people. I don't see no...
Oh my God. Do you know what's really annoying? You see, for a second, I really had to think, where is Cape Town? Then I realized it's South Africa. But anyway, that's just me.
I beg, guys. I love all my white friends. But what the AFFFF? I looked around me and I was like, no, this plane cannot be going to Africa. Where are the Africans going to Africa? This plane, and look, it's one thing. Look, this is I want to explain to white people. Let me just explain to white people. We live in a white country, so let me just, out of respect, we live in a white country. We came here, yes, willingly. We are not slaves here. We can go if we want to. I just want to explain to you, we don't have problem with white people. Black people do not see white people and get stressed. We do not see white people and get angry. What we see is when white people believe that we are not their level. And that is when the stress starts coming. You see, because the white people I saw on my plane, again, if I went onto the plane and what I got was like, oh, hi, like, where are you going? No, I got this. Who are these black
people? But from
people?
the land of the
Do you understand? I'm like, I'm going to fucking Africa, guys.
That's what I'm saying. People need to understand what Africa is. But then I feel like this might be a good segue into the next question.
But Nicky, how can I be going to Africa and getting...
then white people are making me feel
Do you
like...
understand?
You're
like,
making... White people are making...
You said go back to your country.
Like, you see years ago when black people all started moving to Dagenham, I'm sure that's how they felt.
But if we're going to... When I buy a ticket to Africa, you are angry again.
About 15 years ago, when all black people started moving into Dagenham, I'm sure the white people there weren't happy.
I don't understand. Like, we are literally going to Africa. Why am I getting dirty looks from you? So that's the thing. I want to put it out there that there is something that you lot need to talk to your parents or cousins or brothers. I don't know who it is that is keeping you guys in this mentality. But I need to be clear. We do not have a problem. We do not see you guys. And me personally, my family and every black person I know in my vicinity literally does not have a problem with any white person. We know we are in your country. We are very accepting of the fact that we have moved to your country. We have become British. But the problem is literally how can I be going to Africa and still getting dirty looks? I'm on a plane to Africa.
That will always be crazy to me.
And I was walking through the plane and they were like giving me like, where the fuck does she think she's going?
Like that's very crazy to me.
So where should I go? Because before you said go to your country, I'm going to my continent. Like, and I'm still getting dirty. Like,
I'm going to my continent.
What do you want from us? Like, when are we accepted? And I'm being honestly real. I'm not even someone who looks for racism. People would probably call me right wing in many cases. So I'm like, I'm not going out there looking for let me talk about problems and racism. I literally was like, I am not welcome on this flight. I'm not welcome on this, and it's fucking going to Africa.
That is very shitty for you to feel that way.
That is my point. And there was these like typical kind of like middle-aged 60 or 50s, 60s and going white British people that were giving me evil eye for having the audacity to be on the street. I was like, is this not, are we going to the wrong place? I had to ask
That is crazy. Who is your celeb crush? I feel like everybody has one. Everybody has one. And I feel like those of you that listen, because everyone knows that I'm also on Laid Bare Podcast.
Does it have to be a guy?
I talk about myself. Oh no, it doesn't have to be.
So let me be real. There's somebody that I really like. I feel for her, I empathize with her, and I love her.
She said, I feel and empathize. Who?
Yeah, Chloe Bailey. I really love her.
Oh, I love Chloe Bailey.
I love Chloe Bailey.
Yes,
I feel like Chloe Bailey is somebody who is not being given the level of appreciation as an artist and as a beautiful woman that she should be.
She is
I
gorgeous.
also see her spirit. I feel she's like a kind, kindred soul.
Yeah.
You see her and her sister and you just know their mama raised them right.
Do you know what was so cute, right? You see, because her sister Hallie was the Little Mermaid, wasn't she? They were at the Little Mermaid premiere. Her sister's walking the red carpet doing, her little stops.
Yeah.
And then Chloe's there with a picture of her, she was just jumping in, like she's just so happy. And she's the older sister.
That's what I mean.
But then she's just so she's so
I feel
supportive.
She's really genuine.
Yeah.
I feel like she's been tossed probably into the wrong place with the wrong people. I don't know.
Really?
I just feel like she is so gorgeous, so beautiful, so talented. And for some reason, she's not been able to hit it with the world the way I feel she deserves to, and I really believe she will at some point. But I see her and I remember just watching this episode of her showing her flat or something in LA or Atlanta, I can't even remember, but I just felt like this girl is so gorgeous. Like she's genuine, she's beautiful, she's natural, she's banging, she's sexy. She's got a voice. Yeah. Plays the piano. I just feel she's got everything.
Have you seen her when she's producing live on Instagram?
As in, she's on point. She's on
crazy.
Point. So yeah, she is. So talented. Another person that I think is absolutely stunning is Normani. Normani looks beautiful. Normani looks like those girls. When I was in JSS, all the guys would be like, She's a natural, like, I'll have to say African beauty. You know, she has the natural African beauty.
Yeah.
Normani is somebody that has those looks that, like, without makeup or with makeup, short hair, no hair, whatever, she's always going to be stunning.
Yeah.
Like, she kind of looks like a dark-skinned Ciara to me. She has a kind of
I can see how you go there.
Yeah, but I feel she's absolutely stunning. Her voice is stunning. I wish I could see more of her again.
She's dropping new music, so
I feel like I wish. But again, I feel like I wish there was more buzz around these people that I'm talking about. I feel like they are people that I would want to see more of on my screen.
Okay.
So I do love. I'm sorry, I couldn't find any man.
Mine, I think everyone knows mine because I talk about it on Laid Bare podcast all the time.
Yeah.
Mine is Scraps.
Who?
Scraps.
Who's
the
that?
rapper. I'm sick and tired of girls.
Please delete me. Who is that?
Every time I mention it to a girl, I remember saying to my sister, talking about him. My sister was like, "Huh? Scraps is a rapper, UK rapper."
What does he look like? What does he rap about?
He's fine.
Okay, but what does he rap about?
He's just like a bit of me.
What is he? I just got to know Central C recently, so don't use me as a judge.
Stop it.
I am fucking ignorant. As somebody who is in music, I raise my hand. Guys, come for me. Educate. In fact, come. Someone send me like a manual.
No, I love Scraps. Like, he's so fine. He's just so sexy. He has like the sexiest voice.
You know who I think is sexy?
Who's sexy?
Stormzy.
I was gonna say Stormzy.
Maya,
I was gonna say Stormzy.
I'm sorry,
but
Ghana girls, we are coming back for our man. We want him back. I beg. Shift. We want him back. We were wrong.
No, Stormzy is handsome.
Michael, come back home.
I've seen him in person, and that height.
We were wrong. We were wrong. We were not seeing what we were supposed to see.
Listen,
I feel like
I've seen him in person. He's
honestly,
Nicky,
I feel like honestly, I feel like he has grown. He's evolved. What I love to see is a black man's evolution.
He just has a beautiful spirit. He really does.
That is what I mean.
He really does like a lot.
Do you know what I like? I love the fact that he does not give a fuck what you think about him.
And I feel like that's what makes a man sexy.
That's it. And I love that. I love honesty. Like, jokes aside, I love that he went back for Maya.
Listen,
let me tell you, when a man is humble to go back,
guys, do you know what? I'm only going to do one more quick fire question here. But let me tell you something. You guys, you see now they're making me look in the camera. You guys, let me tell you, if you've lost a good thing, get your good thing back. Because the street is cold. You don't want to be in the street.
But can I just say, it takes a man who has become a new version of himself to humble himself and say, fuck it. I want my girl back.
Mate, I spanned the block. In my last relationship, I spanned the block. This was last year.
He said he wants his woman back.
It didn't work. However, it will work for others. Listen, if you guys know, like, you know, sometimes like you really need to evaluate why you broke up with somebody or like what happened. Maybe there's further talking that needs to happen. Don't be afraid. Don't be like, oh, I'm not doing it. I want him to do it. I want her to do it. Don't listen. Go and do it. Make the talking happen.
Nicky, love is about humility.
Yes.
You guys, especially a lot of the black people that they are the Christian black community. Love is humility. Honestly. For me, it is very beautiful to see a man say, fuck it, I fucked up.
I want
her back.
Listen, I want her back.
And I'm ready to do the work.
Because the streets is cold.
The streets is cold. But she's the one and I want her back. And I've seen people, somebody make comment like, oh, yeah, you need to be like she's been without a man in it. Like, yeah. And I was
shut up. Because do you know why they should shut up? Because let me tell you something right now. Listen, as a single woman, all the single men outside are married. Guys, let me repeat that. Take that in. All the single men that are outside are married men. And I'm going to come back to that.
Whose husband is trifling on the internet right now? We need to have a website called whosehusband.com. Is that website whosehusband.com?
Yeah, I'm not even going to do the last quick fire question. Do you know why? Because we need to get into this. So my good sis Oloni.
Whosehusband.com.
So my good sis Oloni, while we were recording Laid Bare one time, she told me about a Facebook page. I think the Facebook page is called "Whose Man Is This?"
Guys, I forget.
Or are you dating my man?
Are you dating?
No, something like that. I can't remember. I'm gonna double check with her, but I can't remember what the Facebook page is called. I'm not on Facebook, right? But then apparently women go there, post pictures of like guys that they're dating. They're like, "Do you know my man?" So people can confirm if like, listen, yeah, this guy was at my yard or whatever. This needs to happen because let me tell you now, the stories that I hear on the daily.
Fact that you said like all the single men are married. This is deep.
All the single men are married. All the guys that I meet out.
Guys,
that people meet outside.
Stop dating Niger guys. That's all.
Who said they're Nigerian?
Hey, our Ghana boys doing it. Our Ghana boys at it. So Ghanaian boys, you have also joined this community of treacherousness. Community of treacherousness. Hey, Mumbua dear.
Listen, they don't respect fucking children. They don't fucking respect. Listen, let me tell you that all the single men outside are married, and you lot need to stay at home. You lot can go out. Yeah. Let me tell you now. I remember
married women have suffered. You guys have suffered.
No, but the thing is like, if you know, like a lot of married women know that their husbands are cheating.
Yeah.
But guess what? The fact that they come home and then the fact that their bills are paid.
Bills is bills.
And the fact that the children are taken care of.
Is bills.
The fact that the children are taken care of is good enough for them.
I think it's bills.
And sometimes I understand it to an extent, but then I can't rest knowing that my husband's going outside treating somebody else the way that they treated
Nicky. When you say that husband stuff, right? All I think of is, did anyone's husband meet the girl that was doing the dogs? Like, so after I saw that video, I said, you see, these are the reasons why I'm like, the world scares me.
Yeah.
Because it's another level when just like let's talk about men and with my love for men. I love men. I have brothers. I have a father. I love men. I
love them because apparently it comes across on the internet that it looks like I hate men.
No, so let me. So I met a guy called, shout out to Ahmad, my Uber driver from yesterday. Like I said, I wanted to say, this is the problem I feel there is at the moment.
What's that?
The reason why men are feeling the need to compete with women.
What?
I feel no. There is a genuine issue. There's a genuine dilemma where I feel, based on economic situations and women having the ability to make money off their bodies or whatever aspect, and making money from fashion, influencing, etc., making money in an easier way that maybe men have to probably try harder to make the same level of money. I feel there is this competition, there is this power struggle. I need men, especially younger men, because the older ones, I'm sorry, Nawa for you, but your time is like, it's a little bit harder. No, but honestly, it's really hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Like, but it's really
I like older men though.
So do I, but I'm saying that it's much harder for older people to adopt newer habits that can really transform their life. But I'm really looking at the younger men. You need to understand who you are. I believe, not necessarily religiously, but I believe that there's a creator who created human beings. I'm not talking about Bible. I believe human beings didn't just evolve from the Big Bang. I don't think we evolved from worms. No, I don't believe that. I believe we were created. And I believe men, given testosterone and given their physical prowess, etc., I believe they were given a certain level of authority and capacity for a purpose. You need to ask yourself, why did God give men more power physically? Do men ever sit and understand, like, who am I?
No, I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
Do you know why? Because the stupid shit that they do in the streets, it doesn't equate.
So that's what I'm saying. You are so busy fighting nonsense that you don't take time to really understand who this thing called a man is. To learn how to walk in your masculinity. And let me be honest, without understanding of the creator, you will never truly understand your masculinity. You will be fighting with women, and a lot of you are becoming womanly. A lot of you are becoming womanly. A lot of you remind me of my friends from boarding school, white female friends. That is not a good thing.
Okay. No.
That is not a good thing. No, I'm being honest.
Do you have a type?
100%.
What is your type?
I would say people who have matured emotionally is my type.
Do you feel like you find that?
They exist. Have you seen Sex in the They exist. They exist. They exist.
Don't know
but
where.
Again, look at Sex in the City big, right?
Yes.
Big.
Yeah.
Matured, able to manage his emotions, able to understand I am not a female. Do men understand that you are not a female? Shouting with a female is making you become a female.
But then I feel like there are guys that do that. I can't lie, you ain't for me. But then I just feel like right now, what it looks like. Are you single right now? Okay.
Undocumented.
There's no evidence.
In America, they say undocumented.
There's no evidence that says yes.
Undocumented.
But then I just feel like what dating outside looks like now is the fact that guys will go so far. Do you know what I have an issue with? Let me tell you what I have an issue with is the guy that put on the facade. I was talking about this with somebody. It was a guy. I was talking about this the other day. Guys, even if you're married and you want to go fuck around, you got a girlfriend, you want to go fuck around, or guess what? You're a single guy that doesn't want to be in something so serious. How about you just say what you want? And I've always had this very strong and stern belief that if a man says what he wants from a woman, you will get it. Because here's the thing, as a man, if you go to a woman and say, listen, I don't want a relationship, I don't mind coming to sleep over, spending weekends with you here and there, but this is not what I want. I can't lie, most times a woman will be like, I'm down with that, and then change her mind halfway through.
Can I be real with you, Nicky?
Go on.
I'm going to be real with you. The men won't like me, neither will the women. You are the problem. Women are the problem.
Oh, okay, hold on, because I feel like I'm going to agree with you.
Let me tell you why women are the problem.
Why are women the problem?
If a guy does not pick up the phone at normal times. Let me tell you, women are... And the reason I'm saying this, I've been through this. I've been that girl, okay?
Okay.
The guy does not pick up the phone at normal times. He doesn't take you to his house.
You ain't even met his mom.
He's telling you reasons. Oh, my mom is at home. This and at home. The social services. Like literally.
Social services.
I mean, he's giving you every damn excuse in the book.
Social services.
But you are still feeling you are the one. You are the one whose punani is going to change him. The problem is women. Because of Disney, I blame Disney. We were given fantasies as our description of love.
Yeah.
We were given, who the fuck should have to kiss a frog? I mean, these are nonsense ideas. Why should we have to marry a beast? You don't want to sleep with a beast. Why should I have to be with a beast?
But let me tell you something.
No, because you are teaching girls, young girls, that... you can change him. Wait for him to change. Why should you be with a beast?
Let me tell you something here.
Nicky, why should you be with a beast?
Oh, the hell no, I ain't sleeping with that beast. But let me tell you something. There's this thing that I call stupid bitch mentality.
Okay.
Let me tell you what stupid bitch mentality is.
SBM, yeah.
SBM.
So we've learned 2 abbreviations today. RFF, resting,
RRF.
Racist resting face.
And then
SBM, stupid bitch mentality. Good.
Let me tell you what stupid bitch mentality is. Stupid bitch mentality. And here's the thing. There's a girl on TikTok. I can't remember her TikTok handle. I would really love to shout her out, but I actually can't remember it. She made a video saying, there are certain women, you get with a guy knowing that he's a shit guy. He's been a shit guy to someone else. He's got baby mothers. I don't like that term, but that is what she used, please. He has baby mothers, doesn't respect them, but what makes you think he's coming to respect you?
Because you are living in fantasy land.
That's stupid bitch mentality, because you know that this guy ain't shit. And the depths of he ain't shit is, like, you know it is there to your face, but somehow you think he's going to change for you.
Because you have been told you are the one that will change the frog.
Because you're the one that will be like, oh, he ain't going to do that to me. Oh, he ain't going to do that to me.
Because you think you will kiss the frog and make him into a prince.
It ain't going to happen. Yeah. It's not going to happen. Like, that man, he is how he is. If he changes, that's on his terms. It's not because of you.
And you know why I say women are the problem, Nicky?
Why?
women do not give their friends third chances and fourth chances and fifth chances. Did you see how Khloe Kardashian did that girl? Did she say, no, it's cool, I'll wait until the next man that I get that you decide to kiss?
At me.
No, but I'm just being real. I just feel like, let's be honest, women do not give other women the level of grace we give shit men.
Do you know what? One time, my sister said this to me, and then I think I must have said something like, I'm not really a forgiving person, because I'm not. I can't lie. That's something.
But if a guy does it,
but then that's something in my life I want to change. I want to be more forgiving.
Yeah,
and especially being a Christian as well.
No,
I want to be more forgiving.
No,
but I remember one time my sister said to me that she was like, "Oh, I feel like you forgive guys more than you forgive women."
Teacher, please, can I say something? Teacher, please. Please, let's normalize the difference between forgiveness and enabling people to do it again. Because I feel like there's this thing where Christians say forgiveness. Do you know what forgiveness is about? Not condemning people because of they did something to you. Not looking at someone and going, like, for example, I look at my stepmom and be like, oh my God, she was an awful mother or whatever. I hope no, that's condemnation. That's what Christianity doesn't say don't judge. It says don't judge to condemnation. People always forget what that don't judge means. It doesn't mean that if you see a thief stealing, be like, keep stealing.
No,
steal for the rest of your life. It's like, don't judge the point of don't look at the thief and be like, yes, he must have life imprisonment and he must, die in prison. Don't judge the point of don't condemn another person, because you do not understand their experiences that has led them there. Only God does. So let us normalize the difference between forgiving people and yet enabling the bullshit, stupid bullshit. SBM again. That's the point. So when you're like, oh, I'm a forgiving, be forgiven from a distance.
No, I want to be forgiving, because I don't feel like in general I'm a forgiving person, whether that's to men or women, because I can't lie. I'm the type of person, I'm so loyal. So if you do something to disrespect me or hurt me, and when people do shit like that, you did it with your chest, you knew what you were doing. You might not have thought the consequences would be those consequences in me cutting you off or doing whatever. But let me give you a quick story.
Yeah.
So there was this guy a couple years ago, right? Me and him were really cool. Like, they always say he's always the nice guys. This guy, Ghanaian guy. Guys, that's all the information I'm going to give. So stay out my business.
So I thought it was, okay, so Ghanaian guys,
listen, let me tell you now. Ghana
for member.
Ghana for member. What are you lot doing in these streets? Yeah? Those of you that are not Ghanaian that listen to the show, thank you, welcome. We're trying to make it inclusive. All I said was Ghanaian men, as in Ghana for member. Anyway,
Nigerian men are like, thank you, Nicky.
The Nigerian men are like, thank you.
Thank you. Finally,
somebody the bus. Yeah, but
finally, someone is not mentioning our name.
So there was this guy, like, me and him were really cool. Like, I knew him socially, just like mutual friends, whatever. And he was always really cool. I always thought he was really cute. Someone that's close to me was always like, oh, like, you see you and him, you lot look cute together, whatever. And then I was thinking, I don't really know. Like, and I thought if you ever showed interest in me that way, I would be open to it, because I did think he was such a good person. But let's not live in la la land. If it happens, it happens. If not, whatever. So cool. This guy, like, he'll holler at me. He'll be like, oh, like, do you want to go to this show? Or do you want to go out to eat here? And I would, like, we used to spend time together. During lockdown, I was looking for somewhere to move. He was looking for somewhere to move. And then I started being a stupid bitch. Yeah? You see the stupid bitch mentality, doing the pick me stuff. And I'm not a fan of pick me behavior. Yeah. So but imagine, I'm trying to find somewhere to live. He has to move from where he lives. So I was even sending him like flats, like, oh, I found this is in your price range. Hello, I'm also my own priority. I'm also trying to find somewhere to live. And nobody knows how hard, until you've done it, you don't know how hard it is to move house and find somewhere, whatever. So horrible. So cool. That's just context of how cool we were. Okay, some things happened, some things happened, whatever. Some things you don't want to know. You don't know why we were.
Is it things you can tell your pastor or not?
Nah.
Okay.
Hey,
So we know what type of things then. Okay. Continue.
Some things
Continue the continuing.
Okay, so people were a little bit more than friends at this point. So I'm just like, all right, cool. And now, on his birthday, I was thinking, oh, what should I do? I think his birthday was even in lockdown. Yeah, this was even in lockdown. So whenever we go out, he always wants to take pictures with me. So we take pictures. So I had some of these pictures and I made a moon pig card. Guys, do you know how fucking thoughtful a moon pig card is? Do you know how fucking thoughtful that shit is?
Loves you when she's because you have to, number one, you select the one where you have enough graphics, then you have to select the graphics and place them in the different parts. Like it's a
fucking moon pig card. Yeah, he messaged me saying he received the card. I got his because I told you he was in between moving at the time.
Yeah.
So imagine I got his mum's address from his friends because I know he goes there all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it would be bait if I asked him, hey, what's your mum's address? Like, no. So cool, I sent him the movie card. He really loved it, whatever. Then I noticed it was really weird. Just started going quiet on me. Call you, don't pick up. Message you, no response. And the thing about me is I know when to quit. So I'm not going to call you for months and months and weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
If it's been a couple of days, you know what? Clearly there's something wrong.
Yeah.
When you want to come and tell me what the problem is, then you know my number, you know where I am. Come and tell me. All right, cool. Listen, my friend was like, oh, have you not heard from, let's call him Bob. Yeah, let's call him Bob.
She called you Bob because you're not the builder.
I love that.
Bob, but not the builder. The one that breaks down the buildings.
Demolition man.
Bob the demolition man.
So yeah. And then I was like, nah, I haven't heard from him. He's got a bit quiet on me, whatever. And then even she was like, that's weird. So we hear through the grapevine, guys, plot twist, yeah? This nice guy who's doing all of this, always wanting to hang out with me.
He's married.
He had a baby.
Oh, Nicky.
And guys, listen, one thing about this podcast, I'm going to bring you guys story times as well.
Nicky.
When I say I've got bare stories, so follow the TikTok, SoNicky, and then follow SoNicky Podcast, the page, and also on all streaming platforms, Spotify, everything, because I'm going to bring you story times because unfortunately, I have a few stories like this. So this guy had a baby with someone. And then my whole thing is, if you are kicking it with somebody else like that, I can't lie, you could have just said, because remember, I was very open to whatever... Oh, excuse me, sorry. Whatever it is what it is, right? So why couldn't you just tell me that, Nicky, listen, this is what's happened in my life. I need to take some time.
Nicky, stop.
Hold on. Here's the thing, Effs, you're going to shout.
I'm going to accuse you. You know an accusation.
Even the way you're sitting up, you look like you're about to pounce.
Nicky, an accusation is coming and it's meant for you. It's directed at you. What's your postcode so I can address it properly?
So let me tell you what happened. So the last bank holiday, as in very recently, I've gone out, yeah? So as I've got to this event, a group of guys come through. Who is in that group of guys? Bob, the demolition man.
From where? What? He comes to where? In a group?
No, he's in a group of guys and I'm at a day party and they come to the same day party.
Okay.
And I've seen him. I have not seen or heard from him since lockdown. And lockdown was 4 years ago now?
Wow.
This year would be 4 years, right? Because I actually ended up moving house within that period. So I got my crib, whatever, cool. This guy, he looked at me, he pushes his sunglasses down as if like coming to...
Can't believe, yeah.
Yeah, like coming to say hello, like you ain't pretty much fucked me over type of thing, yeah?
Yeah.
As soon as he did that, I was turning, he pushes his glasses down to the tip of his nose and then like as if he was about to acknowledge me or say hello to me, whatever. And I said, no, you don't know me. Put your glasses on.
But he does know you.
And then my friends like caught wind of, and my friends, everyone went, oh my God. And one of his friends clocked it as well. He pushed his glasses on and walked away. And I said, yeah, walk the fuck away. How the fuck dare you?
Okay, so
what the fuck? This is what the single guys, inverted commas, be out here doing.
How long were you guys kicking it?
It was a while. I want to say it was definitely more than a year. Like,
that's a long time, Nicky.
No, but I'm not talking about. So you see, anything that made us more than friends wasn't happening for that long. That was literally towards the change happened. But in terms of me and him hanging out, always talking on the phone, going places, that was throughout that span. But then I'm telling this story to be like, this is what guys do. If something ain't for you, don't make it look like you want something more, because I never told you that. I was quite comfortable
with whatever.
Like, you were the one that was giving me that energy. I didn't give you that energy.
Of course he's going to give you that energy.
Yeah, I didn't give you that energy.
Because at the end of the day, right, so imagine you're a salesperson. You've got to sell a Mercedes-Benz, right? And you've got to call customers and you've got to convince them to buy this Mercedes-Benz. Yeah. And imagine Mercedes are not the thing at the moment. It's Tesla in, and it's whatever new car that's coming, right? Or whatever, Cybertruck, I don't know what the hell. But you've got to get people to buy this Mercedes-Benz. Are you on, or are you not going to package it in a trendy way, in a way that... So this is exactly what I'm saying.
The boat is going to be big and red.
Let me tell you something I don't understand about women of today. If you saw... Like, okay, if you saw me with a guy that you like or whatever, or your brother or something, you know the extent women go to, we are like CIA. No, wait. Women are like CIA when they see another woman. You have all this energy. Oh, where's this girl from? Where does she work? You understand?
Yeah.
Who is she with?
Yeah.
But as soon as it comes to men, then all that's... intelligence just evaporates.
Here's the thing, but then this is why...
The due diligence is no longer required.
I always say, boys will always have their boys' back. Remember, in my story, I got his mum's address to send him the Moonpig card from a friend of his who I've always been very
You
cool
had his
with.
mum's address, right?
Yeah.
Turn the fuck up at his mum's house.
As
if you are dating someone for you, are you a drug dealer?
I'm not gonna do the most and say I was dating. But then here's the thing: it's the fuckery of it all. If you went and
do you have visa to stay in England?
Visa.
I want to
UK
know.
resident now.
No, because I don't understand. Like, women go to this extent when it comes to another woman, but when it's another man, you let shit slide. Like, your due diligence processes, like, just suddenly go out the window.
Yeah. No.
You have the benefit of community today. You have the benefit of, we're supposed to be about 6 degrees separated now. It used to be 9 degrees of separation. Like,
now it's getting closer.
It's getting probably even 3 with LinkedIn, social media, everything. Like, it's probably 3. Every time I click onto someone's thing, it will tell me all the other people who I know that follow them, right? So all I need to say is, oh, do you know this guy? So again, why does women's do... I'm going to be honest, and maybe not necessarily in your case, but honestly, I'm going to be real. A lot of you love to kiss frog because you want to believe the frog will turn into a prince.
But you just getting warts.
Honestly speaking, you
just getting
and also there's something in your heart that tells you to search for more, dig deeper, but you are pushing that voice away.
I can't lie. This is why I'm
very
single. And
you
know
push
what?
that voice away.
Sometimes, like, obviously, it's only the weather's just getting warmer now. Well, kind of. And then there was a time where I'm like, no, should I be open? Whatever. One of my friends, who I'm actually going to invite him on the show. He said he wants to do the show, so I think he's going to be my next guest on the show. I won't say who it is, but you lot know him. People love him. But then he actually told me the other day, he was like, you need to hurry up before you're left on the shelf. And then I'm just like, I don't think there's anything about being left on the shelf. I'm just trying to protect my heart. I'm just trying to protect myself. But then it's like, what the fuck you lying?
Nikki, let me be real with you. I think if a woman is not at the point where she has, let me say, the thing you should be most worried about, the only shelf is the bank account shelf.
Oh.
I'm being honest with you. Like, for me as a woman in today's society, knowing that we can engage so many different options for income, like making income. Yeah. Right. I feel like if you're not at the point where you can safely look into your bank account and see at least 20K, look into your bank account and say comfortably, I can make 20K or I can have 20K. Those are the kind of things you need to worry about as a woman.
Yeah. Other than that, you don't need to be worried about
it's not about the shelf.
Yeah, you don't need to be worried about
It's not about the shelf. It really, really isn't, because, and also when you have that sort of thinking, you will naturally get into panic mode, which will again dissolve your natural tendencies to want to do serious due diligence on people that you meet, because you are so worried about this supposed shelf. Women are looking better. We are looking finer. We are lasting better. We are lasting better.
Facts on facts.
We're fitter. We're better looking. We present ourselves better. We have more going for us than our mothers did. Honestly,
we really do.
My mom says to me, if I had the opportunities you had today, me, I will have like 10 income streams. 10.
And that's what it is. That's why the thing is for me, if a guy is trying to come and pursue me, do what I can't do for myself right now.
That is what I mean.
Because it's nothing that I will never be able to do for myself. But what is it right now? Because, listen, I manage my home by myself. I go to work.
That's exactly what I mean.
The bills are paid.
That's exactly what I mean.
Do you know what I mean? So, I do that for myself because here's the thing. I saw a guy on TikTok saying that's not independent woman shit. It's being an adult. These are necessities. You need to do it.
I don't know when it became this woman. It's just being a human in 2024.
No, but then he's right though. It is. We all take care of those things. But then for me, you want to come and add to me, do more than what I can be able to do. And sometimes it's not always about money. Sometimes it's just securing opportunities. Sometimes it's being like more open, be more open as a person, be more emotionally intelligent. Like, just show me. Because those are the things that men might struggle with sometimes.
That's absolutely, absolutely. So for me, I think, whoever gave you that advice about being on the self is bullshit. Nicky, happiness is happiness, whether it's at 50 or 60 or 40, it still hits the same way. You can't be like, oh, I would, if God allows me this opportunity and this privilege to be this incredible person at the age of 50, I'm not going to feel it the same way. You're probably going to be better prepared for it. And this is exactly what I said to this guy, my Uber driver yesterday, who's a gorgeous guy called Mahad, very gorgeous guy, Somali guy. And he had a baby seat in his car, and I just, do you have a baby? And then he said, yeah, but I'm very sad because I just dropped my son at my ex's house, and I realized I haven't spent a whole week with my son since he was born because we've broken up, and I really this guy really loves his child. And you could see he has a lot of regrets, and you could see he's quite young. And I thought, wow, okay. So we started talking, and I said, let me tell you something honestly. He was like, I just hope that I meet the right person. I said, stop right there. Stop talking about other people. Are you the right person for somebody?
Facts. That's why you see the times when I've been single, I've had those single periods. I always say
that is the truth.
I always say I need to fix myself. Like even when I took a break when I took a break from doing the show, I said I need to fix myself. I need to be in the right place mentally.
That is it. Yeah. So if I ask even your friends right now, are you even the right friend for like a friend? Like, so you people are talking about love and partners but even your typical friend that you go to Stratford to go and do shopping. Simple. Those are the days.
Right, guys, we got Fs on the show. What I want to do is talk about more Fs. So recently, first of all, I need you guys to do something for me right now. Okay. So do you know what I really want to do? I'm going to get a QR code on the screen so that people can have quick links and access to stuff. Yeah. And what I want you to do is go to Official Fs YouTube page, continue subscribing, 100k subscribers and over.
It's 119 now.
Oh my God. Really?
Do you know, Nicky, I have a lot of subscribers from like Brazil. It's madness.
Good. Listen, get them from everywhere.
Como está? Tudo bem? Parabéns.
Oh my God.
Listen, I'm starting to speak Portuguese.
Get them from everywhere, okay? So please subscribe. And also I need you to stream the I Like That remix featuring MEDIKAL. So we've just got a couple more minutes left. And I really want to ask you, by the way, first of all, I feel like I owe you an apology because I actually missed your performance at Indigo. I was too late. I was really on Black People Time that day.
Nicky,
and I was too late.
Throw the whole performance away.
But then, okay, so guys, in those of you who are not in the Ghanaian community, MEDIKAL is one of our big time rappers in Ghana.
Yes. He's a gorgeous guy.
And then also he had a show at Indigo. Yes. And it was more of like a variety show. That's how I could describe it. So many people on the lineup, including MEDIKAL, the beautiful S who sat across from me, Shatta Wale,
Sarkodie as well.
Sarkodie came in. Sarkodie came in at I think the day before
as well. There's a singer called Effia.
Who else? Sister Derby came.
Sister Debbie, his ex,
Yeah.
Ex or current, I don't know.
I was sitting there, people were cheering. I was like, what happened? And I just came when Sister Derby came on stage with him to perform Too Risky. So this happened, last month?
Yes, last month on the 3rd of May. So to start with, MEDIKAL is just a lovely, gorgeous, lovely person.
He's an amazing person.
He really is I'm
a MEDIKAL fan.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
if you meet him as an individual, he's a cool, very easygoing, very easy to get on with sort of person, and really is kind of like let's all just get along kind of guy. Good. Like really, really all for peace and stuff. So whatever you hear about him, me personally, when I met him, I don't have anything bad to say about him.
Very great.
Now the real tea.
Okay, guys,
Lord.
Before we step into the real tea, so Effs she's been able to work with MEDIKAL, which I thought was amazing. Yeah. Like when I saw it on your story the first time, I said, sis, do your thing. That was the first thing that I thought.
I was very grateful.
This performance came at Indigo. But then I saw something. So following, because I was really good. So when I saw that you were going to perform, I said, oh my God, I'm really looking forward to seeing you. But then it's my fault. But then with the performance, I saw some stuff on your story. So please tell us about the performance at the MEDIKAL concert, because I don't think anyone really understood. Was
this something you would call a performance?
What happened?
So this is it. Again, MEDIKAL as a person, I absolutely I cannot say better things about him. So let's separate him from the entire thing, because he has nothing to do with the story.
Okay.
For me, I think it all boils down to so for me, obviously being given the opportunity as an emerging artist or a starter artist or a new artist, however you want to term.
I wouldn't even call you a starter artist.
Do you know what I mean? Whatever,
you are an artist.
Yes, whatever Ghanaians or people want to call it as. I'm happy to accept whatever, monarchy you give this title. My point is, for me, I'm like, if I get given an opportunity in 2024 with the resources that I have, I am going to kill it. Right?
Facts. Yeah.
I got the best dancers. I have people that are incredible dancers, violinists, and we put together an incredible. We were rehearsing over 3 weeks. Okay. Minimum. 3 weeks. Where people that we were rehearsing till 10 p.m. in Husky Studios, on even in Canary Wharf. We've got videos. We've got, like.
I think I saw one of the clips you posted, like literally a tiny snippet in your story. I think I saw that.
Really, because I really feel like like Nigerians are killing it in music, and I really want Ghanaian artists to stand up, like rather than going crying, play Ghana, blah blah blah, like And I get that initiative, but I don't think that's really what really changes anything. I think if you see your industry struggling, like up your game. Really up your game, really demonstrate excellence, find new ways to reach out to audiences. And we really wanted to give them a show that they would speak of for a long time. We had a whole violinist. You don't want to understand how much it costs.
They cost, that's money.
She's incredible, and she's an incredible violinist. So for me, we put together a whole incredible performance that described 2 songs that I wanted to bring out. One of them is called Ratata. We never released it in the end, and I like that. And we really put together a stunning performance. Yeah. We were in touch with the management of the show, and they're really nice people, we thought anyways. And, from 4 weeks in, 3 weeks in, we were already asking questions like, when do we rehearse? Like, when is sound check? What should
at the venue? And we're talking about Indigo.
Exactly.
Yeah, Indigo
so we'd already started inquiring from them, like, what should we prepare for? How many minutes do we have? So it's not this thing where I just suddenly turned up randomly and be like, "Hello, Beyonce is here. You need to give." No. I'm fucking professional. I've been working in corporate as a fucking senior person for years. I respect the status quo, and I respect the culture of wherever I am presenting myself in. So my duty to myself and my team and people I've hired is to ensure I understand what is acceptable, what are the requirements, what is accepted, and what is allowed. Yeah. So we were already on information gathering at the stage, like 4 weeks before. I was saying, how many minutes am I allowed? I spoke to MEDIKAL and I said, how many minutes performance? And he was like, I want you to kill it. He was like, go for it, Effs. Like, take, like, kill them. Like, show them what we're about. So I'm like, how many minutes do you give me? And, whatever you tell me is what I would take to make my planning, right? So I was told 10 minutes. You're going to give max 10 minutes performance.
And I think that's a very good time.
That's a long time. Yeah. And I was very, very grateful. Yeah. So we factored in to the point where we said, actually, let's put it down to 7 minutes in case, they kind of cut it down later. So we we literally structured the performance. I got a sound engineer to engineer my track, the tracks we were gonna do, to make it like a DJ style performance. We asked them, are we gonna have live acoustic technology, or is it going to be like DJ performance where you don't have inputs to live instruments like guitars and violins? So we really were asking all the questions. So it's not like we just turned up and started demanding or dictating to people.
Right.
So because I'm in contact with you 4 or 5 weeks before the show, and I'm information gathering, and I'm getting the confirmation and assurance from you that I'm doing the right things to be able to adhere to your own standards.
Right.
On the last day, you then tell me, oh, your violinist is not allowed. Your dancers are not allowed.
This was the day before the performance.
Honey, the day before. Minutes before, like hours before my performance.
No way.
My dancers were standing fucking outside.
Because I've met you with your dancers as well.
Girl.
Like everybody is very together, on point.
We're a team.
And that was just like, do you remember when at Clapham Grand, I came to check in on all the artists? Because I feel like a lot of hosts wouldn't do that. But then every time I've done something, I always do that. I always want to check out who's on the billing. Because Nicky, these times I'm introducing you. I want to see you.
I really care about what I do.
Yeah.
I really care. But like even today, what did I tell my Uber driver? Like, make sure we do not get there.
You did say that before we started filming. You did say that.
I was like,
yep,
listen, if somebody gives me an opportunity, I don't care. Like, this is somebody giving a shit about who I am in the grand scheme of how many artists they could bring onto their show. So I do not want to be unprofessional and turn up late. So I was like, sir, apart from killing me on the motorway, make sure you get there 10 minutes before 5.
Yeah.
Because that's what I've told this lady. So my point is, this is how grateful I was for the opportunity. And
I'm grateful to have you here,
honestly,
by the way.
Nicky, I'm so grateful.
I'm very grateful to have you here.
We've been able to connect. And for me, respecting like O2.
Like the big
Girl,
Indigo.
we're not trying to get there late. We're not trying to we organized everything.
Yeah.
Nicky, I got a room at the O2 Intercontinental Hotel.
I saw your stat. I saw everything. I know.
Do you know how much those rooms go for? I don't even want to talk about it. And why did I go and get that
big
room?
money.
Because I was like, I do not want to give any opportunity for lateness.
But that's that dedication though, because you're like, nah, fuck this shit. I need to be on point. I need to be close by.
If I have to be broke and in debt to be able to do this and do it beautifully and not be like, oh, because she couldn't get there on time.
And I feel like this is what people need to respect about creatives, that they will go the extra mile. Like, we will spend our money on shit. Do you get what I'm saying? There are a lot of things like, because me, I'm the person like, even though I've been doing presenting and stuff since 2017, I've been podcasting for 2 years now.
Amen.
And I'm very grateful, but then I put my money into shit. Do you get what I'm saying?
That is what they
and
don't
you have
understand.
To.
And it's not even like I'm saying pay me back that money, but respect that when you and I have an agreement, I'm a professional. I will not shake hands on something I know I cannot deliver.
Facts.
Nicky, I will not shake hands. I would... do you know the guilt? I have a conscience that for me, I don't like promising people things I cannot. If I tell you, people will come, oh, can you help me with my CV? Can you help me? Do you know, I will not promise you something I know I cannot do. If I say, I'm going to help you get a new job. Nicky, I'm stopping whatever I have to do to make sure you get a new. That is me. So I don't try and open my mouth and close it on things that I know I cannot deliver. I feel like it's almost like a curse onto me. I don't know. I feel guilty. You know, like you say about guilt, I literally feel like, why did you go and open your big mouth?
So what was this thing of you being called a diva? That's what I want. That's what I wanted to get to the bottom to. I
don't even know where that came from.
Because when I saw you post, I said, who the hell called her a diva?
So I think my manager said, you know, they're not happy with you.
Who's they?
So I think it's whoever organized the Aquaba show at the Kwame Eugene show, because I asked for sound check or whatever. I don't even know what it was. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know who made that comment. But Nicky, I was the first performer there. When I got there, all the other ladies, Molly and Anita, and not Anita. Nina Rose.
There was you, Molly J, Nina Rose. Yeah, there was 3.
Very lovely ladies. Yeah. Nobody was there. I was the first person there.
Right.
I was the first. Go and ask any of my friends. I'm the person that when you invite me somewhere, I'll be the latest. It's horrible because I'll always take Uber. I'll always be.
Yeah.
But when it comes to my meet, I don't fuck about.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, no, they've given me opportunity. I'm not going to waste that. It's like me being late to an interview for a job that's going to pay me God knows how much pounds a day and stuff like
because
that.
here's the thing,
I don't mess about
that's the
with
thing
stuff
about
like
entertainment.
that.
Like, you really need to come up and show out.
That's
like,
what I mean.
Because people think like when you're doing this, people think golden spoon. Like I said,
golden spoon.
No,
plastic. Even if we'll be lucky. I drag my own suitcase. Listen, Nicky.
I said it earlier on, didn't I? Did I not say it earlier on? When people think, oh, you will post something like. I know. Listen, the quality of this show is amazing.
Living large.
Listen, this is my new home for SoNicky Podcast, and I've worked with this studio before. People think, "Oh, look at this great quality video. She must be doing da 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 da."
It's your money, your time. It's your money.
It's not. It needs to get somewhere, and for it to get somewhere, I need to do extra shit. I need to meet extra people, and those extra people need to go the extra mile for me.
That's what
and
I mean.
I need to do the same for them, so that I need to know where I'm going.
Thank you.
But people don't get that.
They don't get it.
People don't
get
it.
How much we invest in our craft and our success, because I'm like, God, if you have given, if God has already done 50%, who am I to then be like, no, I'm not going to do the extra 50? If God has already given somebody, you've gotten favor in someone's eye. Like, if it's just like going to an interview, getting called for an interview. Guys, if you go to interview, you don't prepare. It's almost like a curse onto you.
It's stupid.
Because it's like God has already given you that opportunity amongst the millions of people that could have gone there. Yeah. And then you decide, no, I'm not going to go there.
You're not going to prepare for this. So for me,
those are not things that I joke with. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you. So I have this brand called Security Folk, and I'll talk about it later. And it's helping individuals transition into a cybersecurity career and training them and different products that we have. There'll be a whole lot of show on that. But my point is,
listen, when you're here, shout it out.
So let me shout it out.
Promote yourself.
We've got a product that we're working on at the moment to support people in interviewing. So it's AI driven, and it will help you pretty much prepare. If you've got an interview and you're like, you're on the train, you haven't really prepared, you didn't have the time, you've got 30 minutes, you can do a short minute kind of like hints and tips, or like over time you can choose which sector you're in and everything. So it's something we're working on. At the moment the name might change, but it's kind of called Go Getter. So Go Getter, the
I love
app.
that.
Yeah, so it's so I'm very passionate about supporting people into understanding where best their skill sets can place. It's a fucking treacherous economy at the moment. And we really recognize that there are a lot of people who could do with a little bit of help and support from people who are in the industry and knowledgeable, etc., and point them in the right direction. And that's why we put together Security Folk. So my partners and I. So it's securityfolk. I believe securityfolk.com. It's not up yet, but it's a product we're working on, and we're going to be doing training courses. Again, helping people to understand how to navigate their skill set, how to understand what skill set you have, because a lot of people have skills that they don't realize they are skills. Somebody might be cooking and
there's
not
transferable skills as well. There's transferable skills that people don't know are transferable.
They don't get it. They are transferable. Like it's like you don't know that it's a skill. A lot of people are doing a lot of things that they don't realize people would pay for that. Right? Even YouTube vlogging, nobody knew it was a skill.
It is a skill.
Now it's like, oh, it's a skill. Like,
Listen, until I started doing my own shit and being responsible for here's the thing, I've always been responsible for my own shit. But when it comes to like editing and stuff, because I did a whole radio internship to learn about editing.
You didn't know, like, it's a big thing.
Just know,
babes, I pay monies.
Goes into that.
I pay monies because I'm like,
I'm very blessed, because when I was doing SoNicky Podcast in the early stages, nobody was helping me to do that. I was working with somebody, but I was doing all the work. I didn't get no help. Do you get what I'm saying? I had to sit. Bear in mind, I have a job. I go to work. I do this. I come back and go here. It takes time.
I never respect.
And now that I do have a support system. You met him earlier on, like someone that's going to support. But guess what? I still have to put in work.
There's so much that goes into it.
Leave all the loads on that one person, because I do this show. This is my show. I do this show. So I also, if I know how to do things, I'm going to step in and do it.
Nicky, I used to be so condescending to like all this Instagram, social media. I was like, we that have gone to school and gone to uni for 4 years.
Go to uni twice?
I've gone to uni twice. See these people just getting camera, they take picture. But like when you start and you realize how much goes into preparation for content. This Ashoke trend or whatever. Like, I saw one video and I was like, it's like a whole day of filming that went into that.
Like, even when I do stuff.
Oh my days, you need to respect content creation.
Can I speak? Oh, Jesus. The Kraken is setting in. Guys, I'm going to go on to the Kraken in just a second here, but I need to shout out this person. Her name is Nicole, my namesake, Nicole. She is not just one of the baddest DJs. By the way, you need a DJ, holler at Nicole. Amazing. Her name is Nicole Shy.
I do need a DJ.
Yeah, no. Literally, I have seen
DJ.
her journey. And literally, I'm not just talking because I know her. When I say somebody that puts in the sweat, invest in herself, Nicole Shy as a DJ. But I know her as Nicole because she's not just the person who does my lashes. She's also a friend. Imagine, she's a lash tech. She's a DJ.
People are doing a lot.
She makes lip glosses. She makes.
But can I just say?
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of like, you know, I know people think it's like kind of, promote black women, blah. But can I just say, there's a lot of black women creatives that are doing
their shit.
Like,
and this is why.
Amazing.
Let me tell you why I need to shout out Nicole now, because Nicole is one of those people. Yeah, I can't lie. I see Nicole every 3 weeks when I go to do my lashes, and and me and Nicole, like, we knew each other from years ago, from school time up until now, and of course, like, our relationship is different because I see her every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
She does my lashes. She listens to my problems. But then just seeing her work ethic is crazy. She's getting booked by big events now. It's crazy. Do you know what she did the last time I went to go do my lashes? I laid down on the bed. She had just taped my under eye to do my lashes. And she was talking about content. Because I said, oh, how is everything? How have you been? She was like, oh, I'm just trying to get this content out, whatever. And I went, yeah, I was supposed to post a video today, but I didn't do it. Do you know what she did? She took the covers off me, untaped my eye.
Go post it.
She grabbed my phone off me. She said, get up and post your video.
Because she recognizes...
Those are the people you fucking need. She don't have to do that. Fair enough, cool, like, you've known me for many, whatever, it don't matter.
Because she recognizes how much of an impact.
She had only taped my eyes. All the lash techs and people that get their lashes done, you know, she untaped my eyes. And she gave me my phone. She said, post your video right now.
And you know that,
I posted the video. And the video was... like, it's on TikTok, guys. Go follow my TikTok. SoNicky.
I can't say because a lot of the time... A lot of the time... You need to understand a lot of black women do not have the privilege of academia that other people may have. Yeah. They don't have the privilege of... It's not because they're not academically great. I'm fucking academically brilliant, but...
we know, girl,
but Nicky, I had privileges that other people don't have.
Right.
I had educational privileges, family background privileges that other black women didn't have. Right. You understand? Right. So when I see, like, I have friends that, like, they work in hair, like, you know, and I'm like, geez, like, black women, you know, we are just, you cannot kill us. So if you like, let me just say, if you don't like black women, accept that whatever you do in this world, we are here.
That's it.
You're going to be seeing our faces.
Because when I look at, like, my mom...
set the trend.
Honestly, when I look at, like, my mom, my sister, listen, here's the thing. My sister is a lot better with money than I am. Way better. But then my sister will, like, she needs to do something... She'll be like, please, don't disturb me.
Black women find their way.
Because with me, I'm an outpouring type of person. I'll tell you, be like, listen, I ain't doing this because of da. My sister won't even tell you. She'll just go and get it done. Like, and black women, we are so strong in that way. And that's what I appreciate about us.
I know there's this thing where, like, oh, black women don't listen. Black women, single motherhood, they drive away the men. Like, nah. I know there's all those conversations going. Let's dissect that in a different place, right?
Facts, yeah.
But let's be real. Like, black women do not get the privileges that other women do. What I respect, especially from someone who came with a privileged background, had the privilege of academia, etc. Yeah. Let me tell you one thing I love about my black women and my black women friends. They're like, me, be broke. Me, be broke. You people are asking, what do they bring to the table? You need to ask, what table do you bring?
What table do you bring? Because here's the thing.
I don't know any... Honestly, Nicky, I don't know any poor black... I do not know any poor black women. I don't know any poor...
what I call a worst day?
I don't know poor black women.
Because you know what I call a worst day? On my worst day, guess what? My lights is on.
That's what I'm saying. Black women, they will find their way.
Where I live is paid for. I will always find a way.
They find their way.
Listen, I can't lie. We're going to wrap up in a second, but this will roll on into another episode. I told you, I've had friends that have shamed me for doing podcasting, knowing full well how I've grown in my other career, working with kids and stuff like that. You lot have seen my growth from my undergrad, postgrad, to where I am now. But then do things like this, you want to shame me. What? Because of what?
Nikki, black women are amazing.
Guess what? On my worst day, shit is paid for.
That's what I mean. Like, then, as in, I don't know.
Like, there's this guy on TikTok, yeah. I don't want to say that his handle only because I feel like it might be someone else that said it.
Yeah.
But then if it's the guy I'm thinking of, he's the one that said it, and I referenced it earlier on, that these are not independent women things. It's things that need to be done. You have to pay for where you live.
It's not
you
about,
need to pay your light bill.
I don't think
you need to pay for your water.
Exactly.
But guess what? On my worst day, it's done because it's called sacrifices. Do you get what I'm saying?
And this translates from Ghana. Like, I see the girls in my team. Shout out to Justine. Shout out to Wendy. I see the girls in my team. I see the women that I know in England. And I see the synergies. Whether they're in Africa, they're in England, they're in America. I see shade women. I see what black women are. I saw a girl that crocheted her own fucking prom dress.
I saw that, the pink one.
Let me be honest. Listen. You see, you people, when it's Isaac Newton...
She's tossing the ponytail.
No, because when it is Isaac Newton and when it's an English name and when it's a white man, we're like, oh yeah, he discovered gravity, blah, 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 you know. Do you understand, like, black women have learned things that there was no institution for it. Like making wigs, frontals. Nikki, who is the institution owner of frontals? It's black women just did their own thing. And they realized, okay, this doesn't look so good. Let's evolve it. This doesn't look so good. Let's evolve it.
Yeah.
And black women just keep evolving wig making until today. When someone put wig on their head, you can't even tell that is not their own hair. That is black women for you.
Period. And like,
there is no academic institution. There's no Cambridge that they go to learn it. They fucking learn it themselves.
What's it? Is it Fulani braids or something like that? There's nothing. There's nowhere where we learn that other than us.
There's no academic institution.
That's why you see when I go back home to Ghana, yeah, it's like no matter where I go in Ghana, whether I'm doing high life or I'm going back to the small hometown, I'm always proud of the people in Ghana. Do you know why? Because we work with our hands. Do you know what we do? Do you know what we do? The fact that I can go and get my hair braided in the salon. There's 4 women working on my hair because guess what? They're all creative that we can do this. We're all gonna do. Imagine 4 women braiding your hair and it's all the same.
Have you ever seen a black woman that's still at home on Saturday afternoon? Have you seen a black woman that's at home on a Saturday afternoon like she's not got anything to do? Have you seen her sitting? Like, I'm really sorry to say this. When I went to America the first time, the thing that hit me, I was like, why are all these men just sitting there with nothing to do? Like, I was like, why are there so many men just sitting in front of steps and stuff with nothing, like they're not doing anything? I did not see any women sitting not doing anything.
Because we have to go get it ourselves.
Because they just do shit. Like, we just know that no one's going to do it for us. We just do it. Do you understand?
But then that's when I tell you, we do a 360 back earlier on in the conversation. That's why, girls, all the single men outside are married, so you can't depend on no man. Like,
I just want us to apply that tenacity to the way in which we approach our dating life. I feel that we have this tenacity and we have this strength. I know a lot of people want to do soft life. We're no longer strong black women. I get where that's coming from, but I just want us to apply that tenacity. I want us to rid ourselves of bad behaviors, and I want us to also recognize that, you know, again, let's really look at those who are truly role models and not the role models that certain societies are trying to throw at us. Truly, and again, the thing that I really admire about black women is they are always trying to do something for themselves. They, you know, and when I despise the thing of what do you bring this to the table, because I've literally not got one black woman friend that doesn't have a job. I don't know one black woman friend who's been out of work for like over a year and it's just like, yeah, I'm just waiting for a guy to give me money. It's just like, do you understand that these women already have their own money? They're like, I have my own money, but what else can you give me? And that's what really frustrates me, because the narrative has been coined like there are these women just sitting at home waiting for men to pay their way. And I don't know one black woman like that, Nikki. I don't know one black woman, African, Ghanaian, Congolese, Nigerian. I don't know one black woman that is not doing double hustle.
When I think of my mom, like, my dad has always been around. My mom always been around. And when I think about some of the things that my mom has done, like job-wise, my mom was in the same job for 28 years. My mom had side hustles, like, and was great at those side hustles. But like, my dad was always like, did she really need it? No, but my mom always...
She was still going and doing her bit.
Because the people our mom's age, yeah, they will never say that I needed X, Y, and Z. Yeah. For them, we just had to go and do it. They just have to go
get
and
on
do
with
it. That's what it is. But then, do you know what I want to say now? Effs, I need you to tell the people what's coming up for you. And first of all, by the way, can I just tell you, you already have an automatic invitation to come back.
Nikki,
you already have an automatic invitation to come back.
You and I are just gonna connect.
I feel like we can do so much because this has been such a long episode.
And you know what? It's so amazing that we're both Ghanaian.
I think it's the most amazing, most amazing thing.
Next episode, yeah, Becca Tree.
Exactly,
episode. You know, yeah, Tree Nkwana, yeah, Becca.
And all the people want to cancel. Yeah. For the YouTube, I'm just gonna put subtitles.
Honestly, like Nigerians, they've got the whole world speaking Yoruba, and I have to admire them.
Yoruba is such a sexy language.
It is. Yeah. Let's not lie. The way they speak it,
I can't lie. When I watch Real Housewives of Lagos,
Nigerians,
Real Housewives of Lagos, I always think, hey, like you know the way they bounce their shoulders when they talk.
The confidence of Nigerians, the confidence of John Boyega. Like when I saw John Boyega in this H&M advert speaking Yoruba, and I said, you know. That right there is a king. That right there is a king. And the thing is, you ask me who is my type now. My type be that. Like, I love an African man with an African accent. Like, let me be real.
You see the Ghanaian man. Me and my cousin were talking about this the other day. Guys, I know I'm about to wrap up. We need to go. But me and my cousin were talking about this the other day. Ghanaian men that speak Chi is so.
I just love our naturalness.
Sexy.
I like.
Amazing.
You know the way they're like, oh yeah, wear your own hair, wear your own accent, Negro. Wear your own accent. You said I should wear my own hair. Oh yeah, wear your own accent. Like wear your real accent. I find that really beautiful. That an African man who stands in himself, who doesn't need Europeanization of himself. Let me tell you the things that will never work. Number one, I did get nyash, I did get boobs. So you can never insult me with nyash and boobs.
I was waiting for you to say her ass is fat.
Like, as in, you can never insult me.
You see, when you were performing at Clap and Grad that day, that's all I saw, ass.
Honestly, another thing, like, when you say I look African, like, I truly love my country.
Yeah.
I love Ghana. We have problems, but I love my people.
We have problems.
We are black. Yeah. You can never use that as an insult against me. Like, I'm not the person waking up and looking at Beyonce and thinking I need to be Beyonce's color. So this can never be an insult to me. So if you guys, like all the races, RRF and all these people, like come up with something that...
Rest in racist face.
Yeah, like come up with something new. But I would say with respect to, we've got something in store. So we are filming a video in July for my new single. The single, I can tell you confidently, it's called Turning Point. It's an amazing song.
Is this an exclusive?
Let me tell you, it is. We've not had it out anywhere, but we are so excited. We're so excited. I want to just thank all the people. So the video is being shot by Nane Sihini, who shot my first video in Ghana for I Like That. He's coming. He's decided to come all the way to England. England.
Good. He's coming in
summer. To shoot this video.
Good.
Yeah, he's coming in July. And I want to thank the friends who have decided not to charge me for their appearance in the video. It's going to be an amazing video. It's an amazing song. The song is called Turning Point. It's a love story. I know you guys are going to love it. It's very local, gorgeous, high lifestyle Afrobeats.
I love that.
I really believe Ghanaians are going to finally say, okay, Effs, wakaka be brain, na semi dame, but we love her.
Yeah.
I want Ghanaians to see, I'm your people. I'm here to make us great together. I want to become your president one day. I'm not lying. I'm really not lying, Nikki. Like, I believe it is my destiny. So, like, I love my people. I love my people. Everything I say is for the betterment of my people. If I chastise, if I scold, it's for the betterment of my people. I love Ghana. I am a Ghanani. And I also am a Pan-Africanist as much as a Ghanaian. And I really believe you're going to love the song so much. And again, it's really celebrating, you know, the African heritage and also with the context of Englishness and Britishness. And as much as, again, we know we have our problems in this country, but at the same time, we are part of this country. We cannot separate ourselves. We are all together. So I think it's time to come together as a people globally and say, you know, look at the human experience. But I think you're going to love this song called Turning Point. So look out for that.
Amazing.
In August.
I love that you've announced
Nikki,
it
I cannot wait.
I can't wait. From just the description alone,
it's going to be lit.
Wait.
Yeah, the glamour neighbor.
Oh, it's summertime as well.
Glamour.
The booty's gonna be out.
I'm everything they shake. Everything they shake. You know, Nicky, you are so you know the thing that I always remember about Nicky, this is the thing about life, right? In life, you know, you meet people and there's always something that, you know, like lasts with you, like stays with you. Nicky, the
pixie be getting
guys,
people.
I don't know anyone who is rocking pixie like this lady. Nitimi sick. Papa. You know, in America they say good hair. This is good hair. Good hair.
She got a
good hair. She got good hair. Like Nitimi sick. Me who Nitimi? You know, because I used to have short hair and I have very fine hair, so I had to really pretend that my hair is thick. My hair is actually thick.
I had to
pretend. You know, you bump it and then you fluff it up to make it look like. But Nicky has really got thick hair, and also we won't talk about the sisters. Nicky has sisters. She's got the sisters.
The sister that got the sisters.
Nicky wuknu neni be Gio. I said, Odin na soto.
Odin tito
Asumdre. Do you understand what Asumdre is, guys? That means peace. Nicky is a girl with beautiful hair and asumdre if you put your head somewhere. And one person may come. Ghana for me damase. Me domina come for me oh. Me sakra me kika me sani.
Oh my God, I'm
But
crying.
come for me. I just want to tell you, one way or the other, you and me, we are going to be friends. And to get used to
I literally have a tear coming out the corner of my eye. Guys, we have to go, but Effs. First of all, this is episode 19 of SoNicky Podcast, but then this is our revamp. Guys, I'm in a new home now.
She has panels, guys. When you have panels.
I have panels.
She has panels.
Like HD 4K cameras, like and shit. I used to record on my iPhone, like believe it or not.
Nicky, give yourself that grace and be proud of yourself.
Do you know what? I have to be, and I will be. That's it.
It's not easy.
It's not at all.
I tried to find 4K camera on Amazon. I say, hey,
Yehovah. 4K camera. But guys, I want to say a massive, massive thank you to Effs. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. It's going to continue.
If you know the time that I wrote down for this, we've gone way over
Get Madam Joyce. Let's all just congregate.
Get Madam Joyce.
Honestly,
Madam Joyce, you've been called.
Let me tell you, I see Madam Joyce and I'm like, this girl, you get problem. You are like me.
She's
like the
girl,
Nigerian version of me.
Yeah, she's a nice girl.
And
she really
I just recently found out she was the sister of this other girl.
Grace Ajilore, yeah.
Hey, Grace,
do you know, I really want Grace Ajilore, but like guys, we'll definitely work
Grace
on that.
Grace is hilarious.
Can you tell people where to find you? Tell them
So for me, right now, please find me on Official Effs on Instagram. That's where I am most regularly. Officialeffs.com. We're working on updating the website more accurately. So you can find us on officialeffs.com, but please join me on Instagram, send me messages. My hair, my makeup, literally, like I'm your sis. Like I said, I want to be your president in Ghana one day. I'm not joking. Not because I want to rule anybody. I don't believe in ruling. Mm-hmm. I truly love my people, and I believe God has sent me for a purpose. That's why I'm still alive.
Amen.
You know, so because enough haters would have had me dead. But anyway, that's another story. But find me on Instagram and find me on YouTube. And Nicky, I would love you to come on my show as well.
Oh, I would love... Don't even ask.
It is a Ghana connection.
No, it is done. It is
a Ghana
just
connection.
Send me the date. It's done.
Guys, Nicky is as pretty as she looks on tape. Listen. You know, there's some people like his makeup, but Nicky is. You know the way her hair. I'm just telling you, her hair is naturally thick. There's no. You know me, mine has clip in.
Guys,
there's no clip in.
The has got us.
There's no clip in Nicky's hair.
Guys, because you know before, when I was doing the show before, we always have a SoNicky special. So the SoNicky special is whatever we're drinking. Yeah. So as requested by Effs, we have Kraken Black Spice Rum. And Kraken is spelled Kraken.
It's a rum. It's gorgeous.
By the way, this is not a sponsored ad. I'm just not a hater. That's all it is.
It's not.
That's just what we drinking.
It's nice.
And we had it with ice and we had some Coke as well.
Yeah.
So we had Kraken Black Spice Rum. That was the SoNicky special for today.
The Ghanaians are here, and we're gonna be
really here.
They're here, and we're gonna be here forever. And I just want to say, we've got so much to talk about, Nicky.
We have so much, and it is crazy. But you're definitely coming back.
Can I just say, I see I see true love in your future.
Oh, girl, I pray. I hope.
No, it's not about pray. There are some people that I can't genuinely say God has given me a vision on them, but I genuinely see true love in your future, Nicky.
I accept it in Jesus' name.
I really see it.
Name.
And I don't know what God has told me about you, but I really believe that, honestly, Nicky, no, nakuma ye pure.
Always.
The okebia is natural and pure. Just like there's no enhancement.
Always.
And I feel like, Nicky, don't rush what God is doing.
And here's the thing, it's crazy that you say that, because that's something I know that I need to learn. It's crazy that you said that.
God, or you're not there some strange way, so.
Yeah.
Or decide for you at 60, 50, whatever, or no one decide it.
Absolutely.
Just go with it. But honestly, I see true love. Or you'll be like, as a bema, me a bema, like, honestly, a mema, you lazy. We are because Obani no for bebre say and one fair. The thing we bebre say. Mo yen 1 time, 2 time like they like mo yen no. Hey, no one fair.
Guys, follow
no for bebre.
Guys, follow official Effs. So that is official EFFS, and follow her on YouTube as well.
And Instagram.
And then, guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get you guys a QR code for the end of this episode. For those that are watching on YouTube. So please look out for that, so that you can scan it and it will direct you to my link tree for all the links that you need from this episode. For having me. No, that's no problem. So guys, remember to follow SoNicky Podcast on Instagram.
SoNicky.
SoNicky.
SoNicky
on TikTok. And SoNicky _ if you want to follow me on my personal Instagram. But guys, thank you so much. And remember, SoNicky Podcast is here to stay. I ain't going nowhere. Until the next episode, guys. Bye.
We love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you for watching.